with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HEMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSEA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AAAFx, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Hey guys, welcome to Stocksnipertrading. Welcome everybody. Good afternoon. It is a fresh new month. It's June 1st, 12 p.m. Eastern. Welcome guys. I appreciate everyone for joining. Thank you everyone on the Zoom. Thanks for joining guys. Welcome Ian, Mariana, welcome. Trista, welcome. Mohamed, Marcus, everybody, welcome guys. Okay, so we will get started, but right now we can see that the Dow is pumping. I hope everyone can see that right now. Some traders are looking to get into short positions, but first things first, we got to go over some things here, some business things. So thanks for joining everybody. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, notifications so that you get filled in, because next week we might be changing up the hours for YouTube. Maybe we're going to do sometime in London or some different time. So make sure you guys are notified so that you know exactly when we're streaming if you guys want to learn and earn with us. So thank you for that. And guys, it's a new month, okay, June 1st. So this is a good time to review how you've been trading for the month of May. Did you have a good month? Was your month break even, so? Are you in drawdown for that month? Did you learn anything? Was there any lessons that you learned in that month? You got to capitalize on those. You got to learn from your mistakes. If you don't, you're just going to carry forward the bad habits and it's not going to be very good. Okay, so learn from your mistakes as much as you can so that we can move forward. And remember that last month we had that be a ghost for the next 6 months. This is month 1 done, so you'll have about 5 more months to get it together. A lot of traders are progressing, so I want to touch up on that, because normally I always talk about struggling traders and things like that, because that's a very important topic as well. But today I want to share something before we get started on a positive note, on inspiration for everybody here. I suffer from migraines, so I had a really shitty night last night. I couldn't stream, and I was just having a bad day this morning too. But I'm so happy right now because I got 2 messages from snipers in our group. They're personal members who I have had one-on-ones with and helped them. So I just want to share like 2 quick stories before we get started, and maybe everyone can use it for inspiration, or maybe whatever you need to do. But I just like to share it with you guys because I'm very proud of these guys. First, I don't want to mention names. I don't know if they want that, but I'm just going to share with them. So I've had one-on-ones with these guys, and I know that they were telling me that they were struggling or wanting to learn how to trade. And I got the first message today. Hey Ron, took a break for a couple of weeks, came back and had a horrible start with trading, revenge trading and so on. That wasn't a good way to start the conversation, but he said he got it out of his system 2 days now, and I passed a small 5,000 phase 1. Patience and discipline is way easier than fighting the demons after stupid trades. Thanks for SST's support. And thanks for the US 30 trade idea today. It pushed me over and banked 157 pips on my runner to seal the deal onto phase 2. So congratulations. But did you see how he was struggling, battling the demons of over trading, over leveraging, and then he took a step back and he patience and discipline. He was looking for those quality setups, and in 2 days, that was quick too, in 2 days, but passed a phase one, and now on to phase two with the proper mindset. So that's respect that you did that and you battled your demons and you're figuring it out. Good for you. These are things that SST cannot teach. If you're trying to battle those demons, those bad habits, the over trading, the over leveraging, the get rich quick, SST cannot help you with that. This is something personal that you need to figure out. We can guide you as much as we can, but this is something for you at the end of the day to fix. Okay, so congratulations, bro, and I'm very proud of you. And now the next one. I met this guy. His family lives in Toronto. He's from around the world, and he came there for Christmas time. So we met up for halfway in Kitchener there, and we got together for at a restaurant. We had lunch, and he was one of the members first when we started. So I keep in touch with him. But he messaged me too, and I just want to share his message with you guys. Okay, so he said he started February, okay, with real account, started February, okay, February of this year, with $1,300, $1,300, okay, and then he wrote, today my account is at 14.15, and I'm like, oh my God, he went from $1,300 down to $14, and I almost had a heart attack to almost ruin, make my day even worse. But then I said, I messaged him, $1,300 to $14. What happened? What? And then he goes, sorry, I had the wrong decimal. I took $1,300 real money up to 14,000, guys. Okay, from 1,300 to 14,000 on a real account. And I said, seriously, this is amazing. And he said, I owe it all to SST. It's his real account. And so we're going to meet up again for another one-on-one to figure out his next path as to what he wants to do. And I just want to say, guys, from February, patience and discipline, $1,300, and now he's at 14,000 in a real account. That's like mind-boggling, and it's life-changing, not for him but also his mindset. So now he can do anything that he wants to do. How did he do it? Just slow and steady. I'm gonna meet up with him, and I'm gonna figure out exactly what he's doing, and I'll share it with you guys when I figure out exactly. But he figured out something, and it's working for him, and it's amazing, guys. So that made my entire day. I don't care what type of migraines I have. I don't care if I'm sick or tired or this or that. That inspires me and gives me the motivation to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep helping snipers. Same with Dave, the inspiration Dave gets from helping everyone, PK, Yoda, everyone in our group, guys. This is like, we know that traders struggle, but when we hear stories like this, everything that we do, every single minute we put into this, it's worth it. So I always said, if we can change one person's life, it's more than enough. But if we can change 2 people, maybe 10 people, hopefully 100, maybe 1,000 people, and that is so gratifying. I can't even explain it, guys. So thank you. Yeah, that decimal, I almost had a heart attack with that decimal. I thought he went $1,300 to $14, but I guess it was supposed to be a comma, but it was $1,300 to $14,000. So amazing, guys. But what did they do? I guarantee you they both changed their mindset about trading. That's one thing I don't even need to ask them or talk to them about. I guarantee you their mindset is completely changed from the over leveraging, from the over trading and things like that. Okay, so I had to get that out of my system, guys. Sorry for wasting your time. We're gonna go for about 3 hours today, but sometimes we got to share some inspiring stories, something good, so that everyone can reach for it, and these guys were struggling too. Okay, so they figured a way how to do it, so we're here to support you guys daily. Okay, whether you're on YouTube or you're in our Zoom, we're here. But the guys in Zoom, you guys know we give you guys a lot more than YouTube. But YouTube, you still got everything you can learn. Like these are learning and earning sessions, guys. We're not a buy-sell group. So if you're looking for signals, we have a signal service for $1 a day. If that's what you guys want is signals, we can give you guys signals with updates. But if you're here to learn, we're here to learn. So we had a little conversation the way how we're going to do things like together as a team. We're not going to keep flip-flopping through lots of charts. We're going to kind of remain focused on one or two securities. That's what we're going to do when we start London. We're going to figure that out, and then we'll change that up. But you guys, members, will be deciding what we look at, you know. And I think that's going to be better for everybody. And it might not be a security that you trade, but we have signals for the securities that you trade. I'm sure everybody here trades US 30, NASDAQ, or DAX. I'm sure everyone trades gold or oil, and I'm sure everyone trades GBP, USD, Euro USD, or GJ. And those are the most common securities that we trade with signals. And then on the live sessions are more for education and things like that, okay? And before we get started, again, I'm not a financial advisor, guys, so please trade with your own proper risk management. I'm here for education and entertainment purposes. If you have investment questions, please visit your local bank, and they're licensed. They can share information with you guys about investments and things like that. Okay, I used to do that, and I don't do it anymore. So I'm more happy with what I do right now, helping individuals by educating, and I'm in a better place too. So I enjoy what I do. So guys, who's ready to go fishing right now? Are we ready to go fishing and catch some pips? Let's get a stringer full of pips. Sorry for the analogies, guys, but I love fishing. So let's get a stringer full of pips. They're biting today. Okay, the fish finder is beeping right now for some pips. Okay, guys, and let's get started. So I'm gonna look at US 30. Okay, so we're gonna get started with US 30. Let's all be on the same page here, guys. If you're looking for signals, like if you're spamming for gold, then join the signal group, and you can get signals all day. I can even show you some updates today of the signals. But here we're here to learn and earn. So what do we do here, guys? What's number one? What do we do at SST before we start fishing? What do we got to do? Check the news. We got to check. Yeah, check. When you go fishing, you gotta prepare. You know, when you go fishing, you check the weather, you check the wind situation. Okay, before you even cast, before you even hit the water, you look. Is it going to be choppy? You know, have you ever heard that term, choppy on the water, on the lake, when it's choppy? Okay, so choppy is not a good time to be fishing unless if you got a small boat, you're going to be getting thrown around. So same thing in the markets. You know, when we talk, are the markets choppy right now? No, they're trending. Right now it's in a bullish uptrend. So you can use these analogies: choppy, windy. It's not a good day to go fishing. So if it's choppy in the markets, maybe not a good day to trade. Okay, so just all of these analogies, you can use them to help you out. Okay, so let's check the news right now. We went through a lot of the news because right now it's 12 p.m. Eastern. So a lot of the news is in Wall Street and London. We went through it all. Every Thursday we have unemployment claims, so they came out, but not much of a change. But these were red. Look at this. So you have non-farm payroll productivity quarter over quarter, negative. You have revised unit labor cost quarter over quarter, negative. So that's bad for the US dollar. So you probably saw the US dollar started to drop 8:39, 10 a.m. And we're going through right now. So at 1 p.m. we're going to have an FOMC member, Harker, speaking. That might be some volatility at 1 o'clock, but then we have nothing this afternoon. Okay, so most of you guys are hearing the news, what's going on with debt ceiling in the US. So they came up with like a tentative agreement, but this still needs to be passed. It needs to be signed by Biden. It's got to go further, so we'll wait for all of that. But the markets right now are pushing, guys. So we have a very bullish move right now, but we might encounter some supply soon. So we'll see if this thing will cool off. Maybe it just cools off and continues running. Okay, so let's now do a top-down analysis. So we're going to start off with the daily. So if you haven't been trading today, it's important to understand how we're moving. Not just today, but the overall move. So We had this week of end of May come down, and then Friday really pump it up. This week we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, big bullish day today, coming right back up. So we've already engulfed Wednesday, and we're working on Tuesday right now. So let's encounter our let's figure out where our high and low are today. Okay, so we have our high. Okay guys, so if you're new here, I color code. Okay, so for the high and low of the day, I use a purple color. Again, you can use whatever colors you want. The color is not what we're not worried about what the colors are here. We're worried why are we putting lines here. Okay, so I'm locating the high and low of the day. Some traders call it anchor high, anchor low. It's kind of, you know, when you go fishing, okay, you know, when you throw your anchor in the water, what does an anchor do when you're to your boat? I know they're silly questions, but what does an anchor do? Anybody? Or should I ask my 6-year-old daughter? What does an anchor do? Stabilizes it. Okay, so there you go. Nice. It stabilizes it. It holds you there. So if it's kind of choppy, that's there where they anchored it. So you can look at the market as pinning it or anchoring it right here. So that's the low of the day. They pinned it. They've anchored it. So that's a critical area in the market unless we can break. If we break this anchor, where do you think it's going to come down to? Maybe this anchor over here on this previous day, Thursday, May 25. So this is why price action tells you a lot of things. So if we go there, but you can see we're pumping right now. Okay, so we're nowhere near these levels. Also, no, that would have been a nice buy right there. Perfect. There you go. Buy, stop loss there, and you're running in profit right there. Now you go to a break even and you're up a few hundred pips right now. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do, but I wanted to grab this yellow line right here, and then also critical open today. So you see where we closed, they gapped it down a little bit today, and then we came down. It was bearish, came all the way down. We set our anchor right there, and we're continuing to pump up. Thank you, Tony. 1 second.
Recording in progress.
Thanks for the heads up, Tony. I appreciate that. Yeah, see, sometimes I forget some things, guys. Thank you. Okay, so, and then right here, this is another critical area right here. Guys, what is this? Is this not 50% of today's volume? From the body to where we are right now, here's 50%. So if we pull back today, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to place a green box a little bit above, a little bit below. Okay? And then that is to tell me that if we pull back, we might be pulling back 50% of today's volume. Okay? We might pull all the way back, maybe, and then continue filling up and going back up. We might not even visit this area, okay? So we don't know. Maybe this thing is going to continue pumping with some small pullbacks. But now we're at the high of the day. We're getting rejected right now. If we continue to pump out of here, maybe we're going to come up to, where do we have like fresh highs? Right up here. Tuesday, May 30th, that high right there. Maybe we'll come up to 33,000, 188, 190, 200 area. If it continues to push, maybe here's another fresh high, 250, and our next one is a critical body right there. So I'm going to have these yellow lines coming up to here, and then when we get up here, now I got this small body and this wick. So I'm also going to locate this area. If we get up here, maybe as a red box, just to let me know if it's coming up here, we still have some good supply above us. That when they pinned it up here, they put the anchor high up here, and then they pushed it down. So there's still this big volume in the market. So that's why I'm going to flip this box red, just in case we come up here. Maybe today, tomorrow's NFP, remember that tomorrow too. Maybe we'll come up here, maybe get rejected, maybe we break through here. If we have that impulse breakout, maybe we come up to these wicks right up to here. And okay, so guys, that's for daily. And again, just reiterate what happened here. This week we started 3-day downtrend, came back up. Today they really brought it down. That is a lower high, so we still have to keep in mind that was a lower high from here. But this, where they pinned it over here, this is a higher low over here. So we are technically pushing up, but still we have downtrend, higher time frame above us. Okay, so let's move into the 1 hour. You can see right now where the heat is now. So it came up there, pushed down. We're coming up again. Might be getting ready for a double top. Might be getting ready for a potential sell. This is the hourly candle that just opened right now. Look at all of this volume. Okay, starting right here, Wall Street. It came down, and then 10 a.m. big bullish candle, completely almost engulf everything here, and we broke out of this area and it closed above. So if we ever come back down to retest this area, that's why I have it green as a demand maybe. And right now we opened, we came up and pushed down. So next area I'm gonna identify is this area on the hourly. This is a critical area too on the hourly. I'm gonna now change it to a white line. Okay, see the body, 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 and then that wick that came up there and got rejected. So at this time, it was acting as demand here, turn to supply, resistance. If I bring this box across, what color am I going to make this box now? Green, right? Why? Because the volume is above us now. So this is going to tell me that this is hourly support in the market, and this is the bigger daily area. So we're still holding. If we come up now, when we break our high of the day, where could we come up to on the hourly? What's a good area we could possibly come up to? Maybe right here, 150. Why did I place a line right here? Because you can see it came up there, hourly candle closed. That's where they gapped up the market. We had volume close below here, retest this white line, get rejected. Here we close below it. So we might come up to 153. We tried to right there, but if it pushes up a little bit more, then there's the daily. And then again, hourly, if it pushes up here to 215, right up here. See all these wicks? Wick, 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 wick. And then daily, and then the bigger area. So are we overextended on the hourly? Not yet. It's 64, 65 hourly can still push. Let's look at the 5 minutes. Promillo, why is CVD still negative 846, negative on the uptrend? Okay, so this is telling us from over here. Okay, see the timestamps. So good question too, by the way. 11:15, 11:30, 11:45, 12, 12:15. So it's showing us a lot of these transactions are net negative. Okay, so they're squeezing the shorts. There's a lot of short sellers here, a lot of short sellers in here, but the market keeps squeezing them. So eventually maybe this is going to come tumbling down. This is kind of like yesterday in the afternoon where I was trying to get that short squeeze to pop, and then when it dropped hard. So this is kind of the analogy, staircase going up and then the elevator coming down, because right now a lot of short sellers are absorbing this liquidity, but they're getting squeezed. So it may push down when we break some critical support levels and to come down. But you see down here, there's not really any big bids in the market until right here. So they're still holding this area. I'm going to place a yellow line right here. See what I just did here? See where those 47, 46 bids are? So it's still, that's the bigger block in the market. It's still holding. Every time we come down here, see where the bids, they're not biting down here. They want to transact up here. So again, the selling pressure comes back down, but there's no transactions down there. They're bidding it up. And they're coming down again, and look at how they're bidding it up again. So if you're shorting, guys, you are getting squeezed. That's what the term short squeeze is. The sellers are trying. They're putting in a lot of offers in the market to try and push it down. That's why we have this cumulative volume delta is negative right now, but you see the squeeze, right? Does that help you, Promillo, to answer your question? That's a great question, by the way. Let me know if you need me to explain it any different way, but this is what a short squeeze is in the market. That's why when you and I, retail traders, we short here, we get hammered. We short that wick, we get hammered. We short this candle, we get hammered. Unless you're pipping and dipping. Okay, this is counter trading a move. So now we're on the 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. We have this very parabolic uptrend. Okay, this is no doubt about. You know when sometimes we're trading in choppy price action. This is not choppy. This is straightforward. This is a uptrend that broke out of here, higher high breakout, pull back, hold, continue highs. We have no structure breaking. All it is a single red candle. That's not going to break structure. So now we're starting to maybe get to the high of the day, maybe to this daily. So you can see now we have some higher time frame areas above us. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to kind of consolidate all of this, like here, this hourly down to here. that hourly support, what we're looking for. So maybe we got to consolidate here. Maybe we got to allow more of these offers to absorb all of this excited buy liquidity, and maybe they will bring it down. But right now it's still driving. So we have to break some critical support levels. If we're just scalping, like see these two wicks right here, you know how I'm an aggressive scalper and I don't want to push that on anybody, but I want to show, because there is some people that want to learn how to scalp aggressively. You know, that is a style of trading, and that's what I do. From here to there, I measure the move. That's about 30 pips. So this could easily be like a red candle that just comes down here and then tap right here and then catch a wick and go right back up, because that's where all those bids are waiting. So again, this is very, very aggressive, and we will have webinars, specifically live sessions, just teaching about aggressive trading, but I don't want to put that on traders like right now, because some of you guys, this might be your first week, first day in the markets, and I don't want you to learn that style. That's more intermediate, more advanced. But right here, this would be the first major break of like the trend line of this critical hourly level right down here. So if we're looking to short the market, like this is where sometimes some traders take some feeler trades up here, testing it out, taking a feeler sell. So if it continues to squeeze them, if it goes up another 20, 30 pips, they're only down $1 or $2 or $3. But when the market really starts to break down, that's when they start to add more positions. Okay, so that's what I was trying to tell you guys about yesterday, was about if you use feeler trades and things like that. But if it comes down in here, you got to remember, this is that big kind of 50% of our daily candle. So if it's coming down like right here, you got to always have your ruler ready. Measure from there to there, so you know it's about 40 pips. If we come down to that daily yellow line, that's 60 pips. It could come down there 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pips and come right in here and catch a wick and go right back up. It could just be a pullback. And then so you got to know, unless it because there's going to be pullbacks, it might pull back and then continue to go down, and if it breaks here, it'll come down to here. If it continues to push down, then we're looking at strategic levels. 50% of this bullish candle, and it's got resistance right over here. So I'm going to place a line right here if it comes down there. So I'm going to change these to red lines, what I normally do. Okay, does that make sense, guys? We're clearly in an uptrend. You can see shorts are getting squeezed, but that now we got some thin body candles. Okay, it's at 82, but this could just come right back down to maybe 75 and go right back up and stay up here for a little bit. Psychologically, RSI just tells you that this is overbought, but anything above 70 to 100 is still an area of strength. So if I was a market maker, this is where you perform short squeezes in the market up here, because everybody is trying to short this move. This has been bullish since when? Since 10 a.m. right now, and it's 12:30. So for 2.5 hours, this thing has just been pumping up. It's in overbought territory. We can clearly see that. So we got to wait for structure to break down, right? So this is where patience, discipline, this is where you got to have it in the market. Okay, are we clear on that, guys? Do you guys understand? Like, we got to be patient, we got to be disciplined, because the market is performing a short squeeze. Okay, this is the market makers doing this. Okay, so if you want to get in, like I can tell you, like if it breaks right here, this is like more of a 5-minute structure. If it breaks from here to here, it could come right down to here, and that's 50% of this big 5-minute candle and this bigger area over here. Okay, so that's why, again, I tell you, if you want to be an aggressive scalper like myself and you take it from here to there, you got to expect 10, 20, 30 pips, and that's when it comes down here. You got to make a decision. You either have to, number one, close your entire trade and be happy with that. Number two, close 50, 60, 70, 80% of your trade and then leave the rest with a break even. Or you got to stomach pullbacks, okay? Because what could happen is, if you're looking for the bigger move, it could definitely come down here and you're up 30 pips, but then it could bounce off here, okay? Because this is a critical area of demand. There's going to be bids here. So it might bounce, but then this is the bounce. Are we going to see if it's going to bounce back up to this red line and get rejected here? Because this might be now an area of resistance. So if it comes back up there, it might get rejected, then it pushes down again. Then if it breaks here, we break, we come down maybe halfway, and then it will retest the big area. And then here we might consolidate, flag a little bit. But if it's like a bearish flag, then we'll tap into this area. Okay, does that make sense, guys? This path, what I'm showing you. That's one pathway. Another pathway is if we continue trending up, it might do this. It could come down to this green box, and that's the pullback. And then it's going to continue pumping back up to the high, and then maybe back here, and then all of a sudden it's another short squeeze continuing to pump, and the market is just continuing to pump this afternoon. Okay, so those are the paths, guys. I don't know where this is going to go, but we got to follow a path. Okay, and we have to be realistic with ourselves. There's some traders that are saying, Ron, I want to short this and I'm looking for 500 pips. Yeah, but you got to hold for maybe an entire day or 2 days to get those 500 pips. But for us who are intraday trading or scalping, we got to be realistic with ourselves. We might get 30 pips, maybe 50, but we still have to respect these areas, okay? Because here's the depth of the market. It's showing you the bids, okay? Do you know, like right here, 33,130, 140 area, there's 48 bids in here. Look at the heat, okay? Look at red, 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 red. It's showing us that there's a lot of heat in here. So maybe these are all buy-side bids in here, okay? We do have the negative correlation on the volume delta, so we know that the selling pressure is trying to push this down, but this still may squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Okay, guys, so this afternoon we're gonna trade till 3 p.m. It's 12:30 right now, so we have another 2.5 hours together. Okay, so we'll look at another security as well. Or what if we look at another security? What do you guys want to look at? Okay, and the choices are NASDAQ. We can look at NASDAQ. We can look at gold. We can look at oil. We can look at Forex. If you guys like to look at Forex, Gwendolyn, NASDAQ, Shermark. Okay, 3 NASDAQs. Okay, right there. Our members right off the hop. Shermark, Gwendolyn, and Ian all said NASDAQ. So there it is. NASDAQ for the win. Okay. We will look at NASDAQ. Okay. I'll keep them side by side, and we'll talk about NASDAQ as well. Okay. That's it. It's done, guys. Okay. So no more. Don't spam now, guys. We decide, and members are going to decide, guys. Okay. So preference to our loyal members. I'm not doing that to be rude on YouTube, but our members are in here for a reason. So they get first dibs, guys. Okay, but look at the market, guys. It's still pumping. And guys, I'm going to ask this question, okay? And be honest with ourselves. Who is shorting this right now? Okay, so that I know, so that it helps me as an educator here. Is anybody shorting this thing right now? Carlos, you're already in, bro. From where? From where? Okay, Carlos is our bear in the group, guys. I don't think this guy has a buy button. I think he's got 4 sell buttons on his MT4. 129. Okay, so you started right here. Okay, layer in, Carlos. Layer in slowly, okay? Okay, so guys, this is, when I'm talking about feeler trades. Okay, this is when maybe if you're looking to short, you use a feeler trade. How many of you guys are not aware what a feeler trade is? And let me know so we can get this out there so we all understand going forward. Does everyone know what maybe a test trade is, a feeler trade? Mini lot, mini or micro, okay? Let's talk lot sizes. Micro lots, small sizes. Okay, like let's go back to fishing. Okay, remember we're on the lake right now. We're fishing. So if I throw my lure out there, or I throw a worm or a minnow, and I get no bites, right? I might have to switch my bait now. So that's what kind of a little feeler trade is. You're testing it out to see what's out there. If you're going to get some bites to the sell side, but if it squeezes, you're not going to have a big loss to your account. Okay, most of us, hopefully, you can stomach if you do a micro, it's 10 cents. If you go into drawdown 20-30 pips, maybe it's $2 or $3. So hopefully your account is not destroyed with a $2-3 loss, or you blow up an account. But what we're doing is we're understanding what's going on in here. Okay, so if it squeezes us, it's better to lose $3 than to go in with a standard, and then before we know it, we're down $300 US. Or traders that are using 5 lots, and then before you know it, you're down $1,500 in a minute. Okay, and then you're possibly going to panic. You're not really going to focus on what's going on in the trade because you're going to be panicking. You're just going to be staring at your drawdown. Okay, so when in doubt, if you're not sure, do something small, guys. Okay, something small. We don't know what's going on in the market, so we got to test it out. It's a test drive. You know, when you go, let me use this analogy. If we all go to the car dealership right now and we're going to buy a car, how many of you guys just walk into the dealership, get in the car, give your money, and just drive off? Unless you're a multi-millionaire and that's what you do, that's great. But even me, if I'm a multi-millionaire, I'm not just going to walk into a dealership, get in a car, and get out of there. I don't know. I want to test drive it. I want to take it out, see how it is. Maybe I have another choice. I want to feel it. I want to test it out. I want to step on the gas pedal. I want to hear it. So that's your test driving your car before you purchase it. Before you make that big investment of buying it, you want to test it out. So taking a trade is a big investment, right? Some of you guys are using standard lot sizes to go $10 a pip. That's a big chunk of your account. So maybe we test the trade out before we actively go in. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Whenever you drive a car or go buy a car, you purchase it, you test drive it first to see. Maybe you're not going to like it. Okay, so maybe you're going to get in that car and you don't like the way how it moves, how it sounds, whatever it is. But maybe you don't like it. So that's what a test drive is. Same with a test trade. Maybe you get in small and you don't like it. That's what I was saying yesterday. If you don't like the trade, get out of it. Small trade. You can minimal loss, and then we can go with the market how it's moving. Okay, make sense, guys? Let me know. Likes on YouTube if you understand these analogies. If these are going over your head, let me know, because maybe I'm getting silly over here talking about fishing and testing cars for driving. Okay, so you see now, like where our bids are, they're sitting right here at 45. We're starting to get some more offers in the market. Okay, but we're at the high of the day too. Okay, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen up here. We gotta wait for like a nice double top. We gotta perform a nice neckline. We can see the RSI is coming down just a little bit, but still green candles are opening up. Okay, so you know the consolidating box up here. So I just want to show, guys, if you're an aggressive scalper, like we could look for something right there. Okay, if it breaks right here, it could come down there. And again, I'm showing you that that could be approximately 30 pips. Okay, if it breaks down here, sometimes it'll come down fast with like a ignited candle and an impulse, but right down there. But if that, and I'm going to write right here. Let me just put here, this is like an area for aggressive scalping maybe. I write it in there. Okay, so inside here, if you go in here, that's aggressive scalping, guys, okay? So this is not for everybody, right? If you're more of a conservative trader, you would want to wait below this area, because this is the hourly support. This is the hourly support level, 50% of the base of this candle. So if you're looking for down here, you would maybe want to wait down here. This is more aggressive style. This is where we're continuing to find where the support is, and once this thing maybe comes elevator tumbling down, we want to be there to catch that move. But I want to make this clear. This is not for everybody, okay? This is a completely different style of trading. This is really inside scalping. And you have to have the proper mindset when you go in here. Okay, you got to make decisions quickly. If this is not for you, you do not trade this area. Okay, I'm trying to make this as clear as possible so everybody understands, because this is a live environment, guys. Okay, this is not back testing. This has raw emotions when you take a trade here. It's not like where we're back testing and we say, yeah, you should have bought here, but this is raw. Okay, this is real. So you have to be ready. Okay, but we're starting to thin out. It's getting rejected. It's getting rejected, but this thing is still pumping. Okay. How many of you guys are buying up here? That's another question. Okay. Some traders are looking to sell. Is anybody buying up here? No? You have to be careful buying up here, but also if you buy, this is where like a short squeeze could happen, and it could be like those big green candles that come up and then go right back down with a big wick. So you have to also know if you're in a buy, or if you're in all of this and you're securing all of this, you have to be moving a trailing stop loss up, guys. 100%, please, guys, continue to move your trailing stop loss up, because when an elevator comes down, it can come down real quickly. We saw yesterday, okay? They could liquidate you very, very fast. So don't be greedy today, okay? Because this is a massive gain on your account. You could really, really compound your account on a day like today. CL, I agree with you. It's hard to buy or sell up here. So if we don't have a move, what do we have to do? We got to be patient. We got to be disciplined. We got to wait for it to come to us, okay? Look at here, it's still building right here at 117. See the body and the previous pullback? So I know that this thing is, RSI is telling us it's massively overbought up here at 82.80. So if I kind of want to get a little bit more aggressive, maybe I want to bring now kind of like a sell into here. But when it comes down, it might go back up for the double top. So it could come down here and then go right back up and then look for that double top. So aggressive scalpers in the group, if we're looking for this move, we gotta know exactly what's going on in here. So there's no ifs, ands, and buts. If it breaks from right here down to there, it's 20 pips, right to there. If it continues to push down there, it might be a 50 pip move, but you got to calculate your spread in here too, okay? Because some of you guys have not the greatest brokers and things like that. So you got to know, factor in your spread as well. Okay, because this is aggressive scalping. Okay, so I'm going to draw like maybe a supply box above here at the hourly 153 and that last high wick. Okay, so I'm going to do a red box in here. And this is what we want to kind of hold below here, because look at above us on Bookmap. 33,200, a nice psychological solid number up there. Maybe that's going to be the final area where the volume comes into here and liquidates up here, and maybe we will be pushing down up here. And then also, this could be impulse move, okay? So we got to make that clear. If you're trading on impulse, you have to be very careful here. Otherwise, we're going to look for a body to close below here and maybe a retest and get rejected. And then that might give us confirmation to take a sell. And then maybe we place our stop loss above here, this zone. If this is holding, our stop loss should maybe be up here. But the market could come up there and go for a hunt and take you out of your position and come right back down. So you got to know how much you're willing to risk if we're looking to short this position. Okay, I don't know what your account size is, so you got to decide that. Okay, I have enough stress dealing with my own account that I can't manage everybody's accounts on here. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to educate you guys how to trade. So if you're asking what lot size I should use, that's a personal question you need to figure out. Okay, because if we come down, it's going to look at where it might transact. This is where a lot of liquidity is. So if I was a seller, I would love to push down and transact with all those bids, and maybe we take them out and then it continues to drop. Okay, so this body is going to close in 2.5 minutes. Yeah, just use a lot size calculator. It's not that complicated. Okay, so see how it came down, and it's getting a wick right here at the body, this previous wick. So it's kind of like tweezer bottom. So it's still holding. The sellers are trying to bring it down here to get some bites down in here, but the bids are coming up here. They're not biting down here. They want to keep this move higher up here. And we have a lot of negative cumulative volume delta over here. So we know that it's transacting up here. It's a lot of sell side volume, but it just cannot break these bids. There's a big block here, a block order in the market that's still holding the market really, really strong right here. Guys, do you want me to chart NASDAQ right now, or do we want to wait maybe and see what happens here for a little bit? Because this is a critical time. We're also inside the consolidation box here. So wait. Okay, guys, we'll wait. Let's stay here till maybe 1 o'clock, next 15 minutes, and then we'll look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is probably very similar, okay? NASDAQ is probably very similar. It's probably overbought, and it's looking to find its supply as well. Does Bookmap correspond to with NASDAQ too? This is strictly US 30. This is NASDAQ NQ right here. So we would have to look at a whole different security to look at NASDAQ's book. Carlos, NASDAQ is at daily supply as we speak. Okay. Okay, so this candle is going to close in 30 seconds now. Remember, the last 30 seconds shows who has momentum going into the close. And when new candles open up, they can open up completely different. They can open up as a natural move, or they could open up as an unnatural move. Okay, so we'll see. The volume is pushing near the low. Okay, did we close below there? No, we opened green. Okay, let's see. Now they're pushing it down. Okay, it's a doji. It's trying to break the previous low. It's green now. So let's see the pullback. 50% right there. There was the base of that candle. I'm going to place a yellow line right there. Okay, so we're going to see if it comes up green. No, so they kind of pinned it on this candle. Okay, now it could be breaking down. I'm going to sell here. I'm going to go in a sell. Okay, I'm going to test things out here. Okay, remember, this is a small test trade. I'm just testing the market out here to see if this is going to break. If it pulls back, I'm in a small size. Okay, you guys understand? I'm in a micro size, feeling things out. Okay, but what we're trying to do is break this support level and come down and tap this wick right here, 106. We want to see if we have enough momentum to get down here. Okay, this could be the pullback. Okay, but we got to perform a double top too. Okay, we got to continue to exhaust buyers. Now it's pushing. Okay, here it comes down. Let's see if it can come down to the red line. Yep. And then let's see. See the big bids right here? Look at that. Did you see the bids, how they just got lowered? Look at that. 45 dropped. There we go. See how the bids just got dropped out of the book? All the 45 bids were sitting right here. Did you see how they just lowered the bids? And that allowed that gap to come down. Okay? But if you're scalping, just want to show you, this is aggressive scalping. But inside there, that was 15 pips. Okay? And you got to make a decision when it comes down there. That's why you have to fast brokers that can execute with low spreads. Okay, but it broke a low. Okay, so when we break a low, we still have this uptrend. So we shouldn't be surprised that it's coming back up, but we still have now the volume of the base of the candle coming down. Now we got to watch where this candle is going to close in the next 3 minutes. Okay, so this is where now it's coming right back up with like a previous wick. So you see how quickly it can come down for 16 pips, but then it goes back up. So now we got to see if we can get that double top and push all of these buyers down. So it came down, the bids held, and now this bids are right here. They're sitting right here. Promelo, 10 pips, you're done for the day. Like that was quick in and out. If that's what you're looking for, enjoy the rest of your day, man. But you guys understand, this is aggressive scalping in here. That's how you do price action trading with how much drawdown do we have? Nothing. Like very, very low drawdown. Just that little pullback, then it broke down. So now we're testing 50% of the base of this candle. Okay, so we can't see, we're still in this consolidated box. So from here to there, that's why I said if we come down to this tail, you got to make a decision. It actually broke a little lower. Now it's coming up. So that's why when I say if you're trading in here, you have to understand what you're doing. If not, then the candle comes back up. If this is not your area to scalp, don't be an aggressive scalper. You're still waiting down here. Okay? I tried to make this as clear, crystal clear as possible on a live environment. Okay? So did that help anybody? Okay? We're here to learn. We're not here to just call out signals. We're here to learn. Do you guys understand why it went down and why it's coming back up? Do you guys understand that this was a real critical aggressive scalping zone? So you got to have that mindset for maybe 10, 15 pips and pip and dip out of here. But you have to have a broker too that can accommodate you. You can't have a broker that's slow to react. You got to have a laser sharp broker. Or what you can do, guys, is I'm going to teach how to use pending orders in the market. Okay, I used to use pending orders. I might get more into pending orders. I'm more of a market execution style trader. But if we had a market order waiting, as when it came down, you would have got triggered and you would have got right into that profit. Okay, so we'll teach how to use pending orders in the market as well. Sonia, you can't have fat, slow fingers either. No. You and Barney, thank you. Yesterday's webinar was don't marry a position. Okay, so don't get married to that because we still look at what we're battling. Okay, that was a counter scalp. Look at what we're battling. All of these buyers right here. Okay, so every single pullback today went up. Every single pullback went up. Every single pullback went up. This pullback went back up. Okay, so now we're testing right here for the double top maybe, or this supply area. We got to continue to exhaust these. Did any volume close below there? No. So that was just a quick aggressive scalp for 10, 15 pips in and out of the market. If you're still holding, you got your stop loss up here. Maybe it was a small feeler trade for most traders. Okay, and so but you're learning, okay? So it came down. We broke a low. If you're still holding your small feeler trade, it's okay. Now you're still getting information from the market. Okay, now it's coming right back up. But if you did like a big trade here and you didn't react fast enough and then it came up, yeah, then you're going to possibly panic. But with a smaller trade, understanding what's going on, you're learning what's happening in here. Okay, I call this like the trenches. You know, in war, the trenches. This is war zone right here. You know, this is where if you don't know what you're doing in here, you're gonna die in here. Okay, you know that analogy, like the trenches. If you don't know what you're doing in here, you're possibly gonna lose your life in here in a war. Like when we're talking about right now, what's going on around the world. You know, we have soldiers right now fighting in the trenches. If they're not well equipped or educated or technically trained in here, and they go in there with absolutely no knowledge, they're giving their life up and they could die, you know? So us as traders, you could get squeezed out of the market so hard here that you're going to blow up an account. That's how we die. We die by blowing up accounts or losing a lot of money. We're not losing our life out here, but you got to understand what's going on in these markets. Okay, so it's still pumping up. You see, we came down, but look at where we came down. We couldn't get any bites down there. So the next bids came up here and then continue pushed up. So we got to see if the selling pressure can continue to absorb and push down. We still have negative cumulative delta. Okay, so we still got to see. We're still in this box. It's still barcoding, red, green. But I just wanted to show you that that is an aggressive scalp right there. Okay, do you see how I wrote that? So there shouldn't be any ifs, ands, or buts in here. I want to show you how to scalp live. But you have to have the right mentality. If not, then this area is not for you. Okay, not everybody wants to be an aggressive scalper. Nigerian, sorry, I like what you said. I don't like the trenches. Good. So if you don't like the trenches, do not trade in a consolidated area. Okay, so right there, I'm happy that I helped one person on YouTube to figure out that this is not his trading style. So you know what you got to do, Nigerian? You got to continue to be patient, and you got to continue to wait maybe below the consolidation area down here. Okay. I hope I make this crystal clear for everybody. Okay, that was just an aggressive scalp. That's all that was. Okay, but you got to know, if you're trading in here, these are aggressive scalps. But you have to have a broker that cooperates with you. If you've got a 5 pip spread, you have no business trading in here. That's why we measure with the ruler. 10, 15 pips. If you have a 5 pip spread, 3 pip, you got no business being in here. Okay, you're going to get slipped up so bad, even if it drops 20, 30 pips, you're going to make nothing. Okay, you got to understand where you're trading and what's happening. The market is still pumping. Look at RSI. Okay, we just dipped a little bit, but it's coming right back. But this is showing a little bit of divergence, but we're still such strong territory here that it's easy to perform short squeezes here on the market. That's what I was looking for yesterday, guys. I explained it on the guys on the webinar. I was looking that afternoon, I was looking for those highs to break out, because that would have been Wall Street's high, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, if you guys saw what I was looking for. So I was looking for a squeeze to push maybe 10, 20, 30 pips out of there, but it didn't happen, and that's where the market retrace back down. So that's what we might be looking for here too. If it doesn't squeeze out of here, then we could look for maybe a move coming down at 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30. Craig, where do you find your spread? If you're on MT4 or MT5, go to your advanced, not the simple, advanced, and it will show exactly the high and low of the day. It will show your spread. It will show you everything. On the advanced, click on advanced instead of simple. Okay, guys, are we still okay? We're still in consolidation. Nothing really happened. This was just a quick little aggressive scalp, but I tried to explain it before everything happened. Okay, so you see it's still holding here. It's holding here, here, here. That was just an impulse candle that broke down. That's all it was. Okay, so I'm happy we actually broke down what an impulse candle is as well. That was what an impulse was. It broke down, but it broke down for 15 pips. That's what 1 minute scalpers are looking for. Let me show you the 1 minutes. Okay, I showed it to you what it looked like on 5s. But if we were scalping the 1 minutes, okay, like right here, ignited bar, in 1 minute, it came down. Sometimes I'm in and out of trades in 10 seconds. And then it came right back up, and the next minute brought it right back up. So that was just an impulse break on the 1 minute. The start of like the new 15-minute candle, 1246. Okay, and then now it's coming right back up. So we got to continue to wait to get rejected in this red box. That's why we're watching 5s. If we look at 15s, what are the 15s doing? Okay, 15, it came red here, it broke down, and it's coming right back up. So the 15-minute volume is still in consolidation. This is not a good area, guys, to be trading unless you understand how to trade in the trenches. I want to kind of show every single style of trading, and then you decide what style is for you. Okay, we'll do swing trading as well. I'll show you guys how to swing trade. Believe me, we'll show you everything. We'll show you how to trade stock and options. We'll show you how to position trade. We'll show you how to do different strategies. We'll teach you everything, but you need to learn the basics of price action. This is the basics of price action, okay? The more you get familiar with this, you're going to see how much better you're going to be as a trader. And you can trade anything in the world. You can name me anything. I don't care what it is. We can have a fun day on Friday, and you can just throw me charts all day, and I'll chart them and trade them with you guys. I don't care what we're looking at. We could be looking at coffee beans, corn, soft lumber. We could look at soft commodities. Okay, I don't care what we're looking at. As long as there's a candlestick on a chart, we can trade it. It's all following the principles of price action. What about FOMC news in 4 minutes? It's not FOMC news, it's a speaker. Yeah, and that could affect the markets. That's what good. Thanks for bringing that up, Pat. Also, guys, in what do we got? 2 more minutes, we're gonna have FOMC speaker talking. So that could affect the market. So we got to be ready for that. The market came back up to this supply. Did it break for a new higher high? Remember, like yesterday, we were looking for that higher high. Here's the high right here. So I just want to show you. I'm going to highlight where our high is right here. Okay, it wasn't really they pinned it down. It was because it's not really pinned because it's still consolidating. A pin, you'll know when they pin it. We will know the FU candles. And then see here, no new highs. Okay, so I can tell that the buyers are getting exhausted. All we need is more and more and more offers to absorb. And then see now how the heat is getting bigger here. I think this is going to be a localized area. This is where the auction is waiting. I think the selling pressure has enough momentum to come and transact in here. And if it breaks this is where we get the drop. Okay, and we might drop again from here. Again, aggressive scalpers, you're in here. Could drop again from here, fill the previous wick, and then take out this low right here, and then we're going to start to drop down into here. How far are we going to go into here? Well, let's look. Where do we have some like body-to-body continuations on these fives? Right there. Okay, so just want to show you guys the path. If we get into this from here, again, 15, 20 pips, this low right there. Then if we go down to this red line, 30 to 35 pips. If we come all the way down here, 50 pip move. Okay, so you got to know. And this area is still aggressive side scalping. If you don't like, you're down here. Okay, makes sense? And if you're still in the sell, right, your stop loss should minimum be above here. Okay, anyone that's in a sell right now, your stop loss should be maybe above the previous high. Okay, but you know the market makers what they can do. They know where your stop is above the previous high. They could easily come up here, tap you, and then push the market down. Okay, so I'm just hypothetically speaking. If you have your stop loss above the previous high, this is what the market can do. Come, tap you, and take you out of your trade and go down. It could also now, maybe there's pending orders sitting up here. Liquidity up here. Here it comes, 1 o'clock. Big bullish ignited candle. So it might be hunting for those stops. Okay, and then there could be also pending orders sitting up here. Okay, so it came up again. Did it break a high? Not yet. Okay, so we're still in this consolidated zone. It's still chop. You know when the waters are choppy, we were talking about when you go out fishing, the waters are choppy. It's not good for fishing. This is not good for trading. Okay, got to continue to be patient, guys. Volts, maybe that's a dumb question, but why would they do that? What's the question? Is it about why they would come up here and trigger the pending orders, take out the stops? Just so I understand your question. Why would they tap the stop loss of other people? Good question. No, it's a great question. Fair question. So the market needs volume. They need liquidity to move the market. So if they know that pending stops are sitting up here, you are sitting liquidity for them. So they can come up, trigger all of those pending orders and get the volume, and now they're pushing the market down. They got you. Okay, so they took you out of your trade and they got your money, and now they're coming down. So let's get ready, guys, to watch right here. So did it come up and perform a higher high? No, still. So here it comes down, guys. Now we're going to see if it breaks. It might come back up. 3 minutes to go on this. So we can also watch the 1 minute candles. Okay, here's the 1 minute candle coming down. This candle just closed. Here's a new ignited red candle. Okay, caught a wick. Let's see 50% of this 1 minute candle right here. Where my cursor is it going to come up there? Will it get rejected lower or tap right here? Okay, right there, 50%. Okay, got rejected. Turns into a doji. Let's see, it wants to come up again. No, still holding 50%. Okay, we can test any time frame candle. because it's testing the volume of this 1 minute candle, still holding. Okay, so this might turn bearish now. If it's a shooting star candle, it might push down. Okay, they've kind of pinned it so far on this 1 minute candle, but it's 15 seconds. Now if they come up, unfortunately it's going to come a little higher. Okay, it's testing. Sorry guys that I flipped to 1 minute candles, but I just kind of want to make this a little bit more visual and clear for you guys. Okay, so we closed at 50%. They gapped it up, ignited 1 minute candle. Okay, look, it's ignited red. Let's see if it can continue to push down. If not, it's got a wick, a higher low. So this thing still wants to possibly push further. What's an ignited candle? An ignited candle has no upper or lower wick. It's got like, this was an ignited candle when it opened up. Okay, so you see, did we close below here? No. Look at the 5 minute candle. It's a wick, got rejected, turning into a spin top. Okay, so no trade down there. If you got in, you went on an impulse without any confirmation of any volume closing below here. There's still a lot of bids. Now we got to see. It came out to the purple line. That was the previous high. Okay, so we're going to see if it can continue to come down. Explain what a short squeeze is, Iliad. A short squeeze is where everyone is trying to short it right now, and the market keeps going up bullish, and then forcing you to lose money and get stopped out of the market. And the more that they do that, then it's easier for the buyers to continue to pump the market, because they're taking your liquidity and more buyers are adding buys. So it's kind of like adding fuel to a fire. There's more and more and more volume going towards buy side. But good questions, guys. Today, guys, great questions. I love how you guys are dialed in and you guys want to learn. It makes this very, very easy for me. Car Culture. Okay, Car Culture says gold is at a beautiful sell zone. If you guys are watching gold, guys, if there's a good sell set up on gold, look for that confirmation. Look for a candle, 5 minute candle to close below, retest, and maybe you guys can look for a short sell on gold. Then why should you go for a buy? Why should you not go for a buy? Because if you're buying, you're buying into a lot of sell side offers. If there is no short squeeze, you might be part of that elevator coming down and you're going to get trapped. So this is just not the ideal area to be trading. Okay, so it's not good right now to either be a buyer or a seller. It's good to be a spectator right now. But you can see it's trying to push down. So this candle is still very short. Okay, this is a new 5 minute candle. What happened on the previous candle? We came down, back up, we closed right here. Here's our new 5 minute candle. Okay, again, we can watch the ones. We can see, is a 1 minute candle going to break down here? Like, look at the heat right here. There's a lot, the market wants to come down here. And then when it comes down, there's probably going to be a big wick that comes right back up. But hopefully we've got a lot of offers in the book continuing to populate and get lower and lower and lower to push this down. Okay, again, did it close below? No. Green candle. You can see how this can really, really test your patience. What is the most volatile thing to trade, in my opinion? The most volatile security? It all depends, but I would say maybe commodities. I would say oil and gold are pretty volatile, okay, because that's world supply and demand for precious metals and crude oil. You know, that's what wars are fought over, believe it or not. So it's very, very volatile. Those things can move very whipsaw with anything that happens globally around the world. So as a scalper, when you're trading those securities, they could be very, very dangerous and very volatile to trade. Okay, so in my opinion, any commodity or precious metal is in my opinion, scalping is volatile. I wouldn't recommend for a beginner trader. And I'll stand by that because, you know, ask yourself, you probably lost a lot of money trading gold and been very frustrated trading it. Okay, did we break down here? No, the 1 minute candles are performing a double bottom. No volume close below here. And look, we're still in the box. Okay, So guys, I can't do anything about the volume. You know, I would love if we had, if we started this session like over here today, like we could have been buying, right? But we started this call right now, 12 p.m. So we got caught in this consolidation, but it's the markets. You got to learn how to trade this. You're going to see this tomorrow. You're going to see this next week. You're going to see this 1 month from now. You're going to see this for the rest of your life. You got to understand what's going on in here. Okay. So I'm happy that sometimes we get good education sessions like this. Okay. Do you see any volume breaking below here? No. So shorts are continuing maybe to get squeezed. That's why I said if you're testing in here, you use a small feeler trade. Let's go back to what the feeler trade was, because you're feeling out what's going on in here. You're not suffering massive losses in your account. Yeah, gold is driving down, guys. Okay, so gold is dropping. Okay, but you see all the upper wicks. So we're getting upper wicks, upper wicks, upper wicks. That one, like technically, it's still shorter than that one, so it is technically a lower high. You can see a lot of buyers are getting trapped up here. Buyers are getting trapped. Buyers are getting trapped. So maybe what time is it? Okay, we're going 109. We're going to get a new 5-minute candle coming up in 30 seconds. So we're really looking for this. But again, it could come down and go right back up. And then, but what we need is we need these offers to start coming down. See how the 46 is sitting right there? We need it to come down into here. We need maybe 46 offers right above here, so they lower the supply. Right now it's pushing down as a shooting star candle. So let's watch the close of the 1 minute. Let's watch close here. Here's the close. They could gap it down. It could open green. Again, 50%. Okay, it's ignited red. It's going to possibly push down if it doesn't catch a wick. Okay, it's got the wick. Let's see if it holds. Okay, I'm going to sell. I'm going to go in to sell. Okay, I'm going to add another sell. Okay, so we're coming down there, but again, it's coming right back up, but we need the offers. See, now the offers are coming down, 51. Okay, that's good. That's what we want. We want the offers to come down. Remember they were up there? Now they're coming down a little bit. So if the bids continue to pull back up, at least we have some offers coming down in the book. That's good. Okay, and again, got to go through the motions. This might pull back up, okay? But that's why you got to have a stop loss in the market just in case. You can't go all in, okay? Because we're still battling a lot of uptrend pressure, okay? So we got to still close below this area, okay? So now it's pushing down. We want to transact down into here. And we're counter trading as well, guys. Okay, so it's not easy to do this. We're battling a lot of buying pressure. Okay, but it would be really nice to get started by closing below this area. We haven't had a 5-minute candle close below this red line yet. Okay, so this will be, if we can get our close below here, that's step number 1. If we can't close below here, then it's possibly going to come back up. That's why it's going to be important in the next 2.5 minutes. Can we close below here? I don't think it's going to consolidate till power hour. We still have about 2 more hours till power hour. I think we'll get a move coming soon, but it might be a quick move. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We got to take it candle by candle, minute by minute. We still have 2 more hours till power hour, so we got to focus right now. We have a new 15-minute candle opening in a minute and a half. Okay, so also we can look at the 15s. Okay, this is a really nice 15-minute candle. Red, green, red. But we remember, guys, that's why I'm saying we got to close with some volume below here. This red line, 33115. We got to get that volume to close below here. If we can't, then the next candle might come up green again. We might be barcoding green, red, green, red. That's why it's important if this 15-minute candle can get down here and close below. Then maybe in the next 15 minutes, we could push a little further down in here. Okay, that's why I'm telling you, this is aggressive scalp zone. Don't be over leveraging. Don't be going big lots in here. Small sizes when we're testing the market out. We don't know how long this consolidation is going to last. I'm in small sizes. I want to make that clear. No volume is closing below. I'm speculating myself. When I get the volume closed below, then I might have a different perspective on the market. And this is consolidation trading. That's why I say if this is not your zone to trade, do not trade in here. This is more to speculate, to figure out what's going on, to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So start small. I need to be emotionally involved. I've said that a million times on all these calls. I need to get emotionally involved. That's how I trade. Okay, so did we close below there? No. So now this is a new 15-minute candle. The greedy market makers could come up again. Okay, come up again and trap more sellers, like myself. If they could have trapped me, like I'm in 2 cells right now, but smaller. I told you, micro lots. Okay, if I was in big standards or doubles, if they came up here, they would possibly maybe squeeze me out of the market. But I'm in such small positions that I'm not going to get squeezed out of the market. Okay, but I'm figuring out what's going on up here, trying to see how far are they squeezing retail. That's who they're squeezing, retail. You and I are retail traders. They want our liquidity. Okay, so if they want my liquidity, I'll give them a little donation. I'll give them $3, $4, $5. I'll buy them a coffee, because I'll buy them a coffee right now, and then I'll come for the steak and lobster after, if you guys like that analogy. They can have a little donation. They need it more than me, because the snipers will be coming after them. Wink, wink. Just joking. But I shorted Rogers, guys. I just want to make that. I'm proud of that. I took Rogers 66 a share down to $60. So that was awesome. I'll have free internet and cable for the next couple years now. Okay, so we got to be patient, guys. That's why small trading in here, small trading. Okay, small trading until we get that confirmation, until we get some confirmation here. Look at how it's coming right back down. So they came back up, they tapped that purple line. Remember, the purple line is our critical high of the day, right? But it's a lot of wicks up here. So it's still holding. We're trapping some buyers. Our offers are still in the market. We still have sell side volume, but this is where maybe one last short squeeze, they could come up. Guys, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If they really want to get nasty, and we know market makers can do that, they could come up. They know that there's a lot of stops up here. They know that there's a lot of pending orders waiting up there. So if they do that one nasty rug pull up there, they could do it. I'm just trying to highlight it to you guys live. Okay, but we're also looking for that volume to close below here. Remember, this is a new 15-minute candle. Okay, so if we get that 15-minute volume pushing down here again, maybe we'll get that nice close below here. And then what we're looking for after that is that redistribution of volume to come down here, and maybe you and I pick up 20, 30, 40 pips if we can. No, Joel, they're digging the neighbor's driveway. I had to help them put. They dug up his driveway. They put some, and they didn't even help put his driveway, the interlock blocks back. So I had to go there yesterday after the webinar and help them do that. Okay, guys. This is patience. This is patience. Okay, if you don't have patience, the markets are going to be very difficult for you. The markets test you every single day. They test us by the minute. Okay, we're scalpers. So, like a swing trader, they're not going through what we're going through. They watch a 4-hour setup. They get in, they place their stop loss, and they walk away, and they look at it every 4 hours. Okay, they don't deal with what we deal, all of this anxiety and things like that. So, but I love this. I live for this. I've been a scalper all of my life. Since I was, I don't know, even 10 years old. I used to scalp chocolate bars. I used to go to the dollar store. There was 2 chocolate bars for $1. Buy them, 50 cents each. I would trade them at school for something I liked, for marbles, or hustle at school, sell them for $1. And so some of you guys have been doing that since you are kids as well. That's all we're doing here. We're just trying to buy something or sell something at a premium and then flip it and make a little profit off of it. Okay, here we go now. Okay, so we kind of close back down below. Let's look at the 1 minutes. Okay, again, kind of closed right here. This is where we're fighting this area right here. This is an ignited 1 minute candle. Again, look at these wicks. Okay, this area that it's holding, this 111 area. Okay, it's coming right back up. No volume yet closing below, but you see how we're pushing the depth of market down right now? Okay, so get ready, guys. Like, we could be getting ready. This could be an impulse candle that breaks down here. That is one thing that can happen, but it's not there yet. So still no volume closing below this critical area. You got to be patient. It's look at this. Look at the 5s. Green, red, green, coming right back up to this purple. These bids are relentless today. There's nothing closing below here. So this is maybe the stop hunt candle coming back up. Remember I showed you this arrow coming up here. It might come up. If it breaks that high, its intentions are coming for stops, either right here, or if they really want to get real nasty, they can come up here. Okay, but again, they came up there and it got rejected again. So this is very, very tight. That's why we're in this consolidated area. But maybe if we push down now as like a bearish pin bar, maybe if we flip this into a shooting star, then maybe we might have momentum to continue to push down. So as it comes up too, it's trapping buyers too. But it's in such a tight range, it's not really affecting them right now. So maybe they're continuing to add positions. Okay, so that's another thing. It's not like a big, massive range. So we've got buyers bidding it up, and we got sellers like offering and selling in here. So it's just trading sideways. Again, this is a tough area to trade, but we got to be patient. Got to watch. Did it break a new high? No. So we got to continue to watch. It's not breaking any new highs. So that's good for sell side. but we're not really breaking any new lows down here. So remember, in order to move down, we need lower highs, but we need new lower lows. So it's still holding. No, look at it. They're going to continue to squeeze. They're going to continue to squeeze to bring it up here. Let's see. Remember here, that's the higher high. Let's see if they come up here to tap stops up here. Sorry guys, we got so caught up on this, we didn't have time to do the NASDAQ. So I will do the top down on NASDAQ, but I want to show you this, how critical this is. Okay, look at where they came up there, not a new higher high. Again, maybe they're trapping some buyers, what they're doing up there. But the market needs to absorb enough liquidity to really move it away. I would love to see it come transact down into here. Got to be patient, guys. Okay, now I'm going to ask everyone's thoughts. Now, going into 130, what are our thoughts still now? Do we think maybe this will hold support and then we're going to continue with some highs? Or do we think that it's going to possibly start to break down bearish? Carlos, they're going to take all the top wicks, reject hard, possibly 160, 170. I'll highlight 160, 170, Carlos. 160. I'll put it 165. Oh, here's the push down. Look at it. Look at Bookmap. Look at Bookmap. Elevator, guys. Did you see how Bookmap? You can see that we have a leading indicator over here. Bookmap is considered to be a leading indicator because this is live liquidity. Okay, so those buyers that bought up there, now the market, this is what happened to us yesterday. Okay, I was looking for that short squeeze. This is like almost the same setup as yesterday, same exact setup, but this was like the 9:30 a.m. high. I was looking to squeeze out of there, and that's what they did. So now we close below. Let's look for if this thing is going to pull back up. No, it's ignited. Okay, so this is we'll see the retest right here. Okay, so the retest, it's still an ignited bar, but if it retests, it's going to retest right here. Okay, it came down, it took out a low, but that's where it transacted, right in there. See the yellow line? It came right into those bids. Now, it possibly wants to come back to the offers. If this thing holds, this is going to come down bearish. Okay, this is where we could be in sell. But still aggressive area scalping in here. It could pull back up. Okay, see how it's pulling back up? It came down so quickly. Now the bids are up here. So yeah, driving down. Look at it. Look at it. Bearish engulfing. Here goes. Yeah. So if it breaks, guys, sell. Sell. This is sell side. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So it filled the aggressive scalping zone here. Now we're gonna look to see if it can push down to this red. Look at the red bar. Look at all that volume. Okay. So this is the elevator that's coming down. See here? It all started where they kind of came up here and then boom, it just came down out of nowhere. So now for those conservative traders, you guys are waiting down here for volume to close below here. All you got are those two impulse wicks. This is more for aggressive scalpers inside this area. Okay, we came down here, look at equal bottoms, tweezer lows at 33,092. So it's going to pick up bids always. Okay, but now we got to follow where these bars close. Okay, so this area now used to be support. Now I'm going to draw like a red box to see if we can hold below here. If not, we're going to come back in this consolidated area. Okay, if we can hold, look at it, picked up all those bids. Why? Because that was that big area where that big block of bids were. Mayfuz, you secured partials. Nice. That's good. You got to be quick, guys. This is quick scalping. Okay, but we're going to watch how, right now it's a hanging man candle, okay? Ignited body, pushed down, but we couldn't break a new low, equal low as the previous candle. Now it's coming up, but we still have a lot of volume. That's why we have to look at our offers in the book. Can they absorb all of this excited buying liquidity here? We got to also watch 15 minute. Okay, so if you're a 15-minute trader, this candle is going to close in 2.5 minutes. This might be our first 15-minute candle that might close below here, maybe possibly even close below this bigger area. So we got to follow this 15-minute volume as well. Okay, and look at how it came down. Okay, so if you're measuring the move, remember measuring the move. We're not looking for 100 pips. That's 20. That's all it is, that impulse break. Okay, and then the retest candle that pushed down. Now it's coming right back up. Now we're testing the previous area that was support the entire time. Let's see if it can hold. Okay, if these guys bring it back up, unfortunately it's going to come back in this consolidated area. It might need to come back up into here, and if it does, let it come up here. There's 50 offers waiting to get absorbed. Okay, but you guys understand, like, buyers, okay, if you were buying that candle, let's say you were buying near the high up here. It was that nice big bullish candle coming up here. That candle dropped 40 pips. So maybe they would have got taken out. Maybe they're still holding. So if they're still holding their buy, it's coming right back up to them. So you got to still follow what's going on in the market here. Okay, so this is a strong candle. This is a hammer. So it came all the way down, equal low, and it's coming up strong right now. So like the buyers are relentless today. This buying pressure is relentless. So we got to continue to go through the motions. It's coming right back up. But we got to see if the selling pressure can continue to hold this down. And we have a new 30-minute candle in the next 20 seconds. Okay, so let's get ready, guys. This is a new 30-minute candle coming in the market in 10 seconds. So this is going to bring added volatility in the market. And then I'm just extending this supply box across in case it comes up here and wants to take out the highs. And we'll see if it takes out the highs. And then it comes back down. But we'll see. Maybe we don't even get up there. Maybe it's going to hold down in here. But new 30-minute candle kind of closed above here. So I'm just going to momentarily flip this box green because the volume is above it. Okay, so it might hold. Might come back up, test the purple line, maybe back up here. Okay, but you see how we came right down to that yellow line. Now there's 51 bids right below it. Okay. Like, look at the hourly volume. From 12, this is what we're trading, all in here. It's just hourly volume is inside here. Okay, we're pushing right back down. So what I'm going to do momentarily is flip this red, right? And see if we can close below here again. What happens if we need to perform a bearish flag down here? Okay, so we might need to trade below this area for a little bit more, and then we'll have enough momentum to take this out. So we can see again how this candle will close in the next 3.5 minutes, or you're already in a sell. Okay. We're going to see if we can come back down, fill these wicks, and take out that low and continue. And this will be a big move. If we can break here, it could have easily volume to fill that and come down to this big box here. Okay. Okay, so you see here the bounce back, kind of 50% too. Okay, you can see from here to here, there's 50%. Okay, You guys can see 50% on Bookmap too. Okay, from here to here, the bounce was 50%, and now we're pushing back down. Okay, so there's like our next area, the pullback. So the sellers absorbed all that, and here we come down. Okay, so this is how you can use Bookmap as a 50% tool as well. Now, did you guys see the bids get lowered? Remember the bids were sitting right out here at 128. There was 46. Now those 46 are down to 116. Why? Because this is possibly going to break, and they want to get filled at a discount down here. Why get filled here if you can get filled down here? That's buyer's psychology. Barney, 50% of what? See here on Bookmap, right here. See my cursor? See these green bubbles right here, 172. See where it came down to 134. See the bounce, the pullback, 50% from here to here. Let me just, I'll place a line there to show you. Right there. Okay. If I'm eyeballing this move from right here to there, that's about half of it right there. And you can see it came right up to 50% and boom. Now we're going to see, to take out the previous low, all of these wicks down here. Okay. So we're in sells, guys. We never said to buy once. We were our mentality, our psychology was to wait and get it, look for sells. Okay, and now we're just looking to break. Look at where are those 46 bids now? What happened to them? Okay, so they're getting, they got pulled, right? Who knows why that happened? It could have been a market maker that pulled their bids now. Maybe, so the more bids that you get pulled, the more that this thing can drop. And this is that new 30-minute candle. Okay, this is nice. Okay, this is bigger, higher time frame volume. 15-minute candle. This is that 15. Beautiful. Filling the previous 15-minute wick. We might come down to this red line, maybe down to there. That would be really nice. But there's going to be pullbacks. There's going to be a lot of buyers. Okay, it's not just going to drop. I hope it does, but it's not that easy. Remember, we're counter trading. There could be a bounce come all the way back up today. It's been like that all day. Okay, you see here how we're performing maybe the double top for later this afternoon. Maybe this is going to be the neckline. Okay, guys, sorry for how messy it is, but like this move here, that considered that one top up there. Here could be like the neckline. What happens if it's going to come back up like this later this afternoon? We still have two and a half hours of trading to go. It might come back up there, maybe to that or here, get a lower high, and then really drop. But right now, thankfully, we're dropping. We're pushing down. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's just take out a new low. We want to take out a new low. We don't want these triple tweezer bottoms. Okay, we want to really break and penetrate through here. So there is buyers, but hopefully we can squeeze the buyers. Okay, and break it right here and push down into here. We're back down to the low. Okay, 4 minutes. This is a new 5-minute candle. This was the first 1 minute it opened. There's still 4 more minutes to go. So it's catching a wick, coming back up. We got to continue to hold our ignited head, our body. It's refueling. It's refueling. As it comes up, it's picking up more and more sell side volume, more offers. And continue. Here's the break now. Get ready. It could break down to this red line. That's what we're looking for. There's these buyers that are just saving it. Take profit, Mariana. Take profit is, it all depends. Like some traders are taking profit right now, but at this red line, there could be a reaction there. But if it comes down here, this is a good TP area. You should be scaling out a little bit down there because this is that big hourly support block. But we'll find out where we see that big block in here. Right now, it's just mixed bids in here. Here it comes down, guys. Let's go. Woo. Drop down to here and break this. Drop. Let's go, guys. Okay, it's going to catch a little wick, but again, wicks can get absorbed. Offers are coming down. See here, 46. They're coming down, coming down. Marcus, a nice payday for aggressive scalpers. Yeah, so it just, that candle got nasty up there, but they had to do that to get all of those last pending orders. That's what the market does, guys. It's got to come and get all those last. The market is greedy, okay? They're very, very greedy. They will not leave one penny up here. They will grab everything. Okay, but now, okay, so this is a target, guys. Okay, so this was a target, but we're pushing down heavy. So if we can break down here, this thing could continue to drop. Here we go, guys. Let's eat. Here we go. Congratulations, guys. If you took the sell, you held through all of that. Good job, guys. Marcus, you're out. Respect, bro. Okay, but look at we're coming into some bids now, so could pull back. That's why I gave you guys this red line target. This was a critical area when we were building this structure. So we'll see if we can close below here and maybe continuation. Okay. Mohammed, you're out also. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Full respect, maximum respect. If you guys are profiting, that's what trading is. Okay, don't worry about the woulda, shoulda, couldas. If this thing continues dropping, because what could happen, Marcus, Mohammed, this could come right up with a wick and shoot right back up to here, very easily. Like today was, look at all this buying pressure. Okay, maybe it wants to come back and test this red box, but then if you do that, you're gonna give away a lot of your profit. So there's nothing wrong, guys. I take out profit all the time. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. Well, remember, we're scalping these markets. This thing can turn so fast, it could catch a block of bids and come right back up. Ian, you're out, left a runner. Good. Runners are good too. If you guys have time to leave a runner, that's good too. The runner will continue to bank. But some traders, majority bulk of their position, they take out right now. Scalpers. I'm talking scalping, guys. Remember. Okay, scalping. Mohammed, you 480 profit. Respect, bro. Respect. That's good, man. That's good. Let's continue. Let's continue, bro. Compounding your account. Let's go. 480 is huge. I don't know the size of your account, but dollar-wise, respect. I talk more pips and percent language of trading as opposed to dollar amounts. Okay, so let's go back to fishing. We got a stringer full of pips right now, okay? So some traders at the end of the day, when they catch their limit, what do? They go home to fillet the perch, to fillet the pickerel, and have a nice little fish fry. Okay? So if you're happy with a day's catch, if you're happy with a stringer full of pips, you did a good job in the water. Okay, remember, we had choppy over here, but now maybe the waves settled down, the fish started to bite, and now we catch our moves. But you got to be patient. A lot of traders are not patient. They don't know how to navigate this. And I was that guy too. I didn't know how to navigate this. I apologize for yesterday, guys. I was looking for that short squeeze. I explained it on the webinar. It was my fault. But I was really looking for that Wall Street squeeze. But it didn't happen. So today I didn't bite for the squeeze. I went more sell side today. Okay, so you see how I learned my lesson yesterday and I corrected my lesson. I've been trading the markets for 20 years, guys, and I learn every single day just like you guys. Okay, so but I fixed my mistake and I came in today, same exact setup, but today I was sell side. Okay, so I learned from yesterday. I know it's nothing to apologize, Stanley. I know it's all part of the game, but I really do care about you guys. So it does affect me personally. We've had a good run, like on YouTube and in Zoom. We've had a really good run together. But once in a while, we'll get stopped out of a trade. It's like, for me, I can handle it, but I feel bad for some of you guys that are over leveraging your accounts and going all in and something happens. Like, it's out of my control, guys. But that's why I want to break things down bar by bar, candle by candle, my psychology, what I think is going on in the market, you know. So remember, I'm just one person just giving you my analysis, what I think is happening in the market. I could be completely wrong too, but I admit it, guys. I admit it. Sometimes I make mistakes just like you guys, but We gotta come back in the markets with a good perspective the next day, positive attitude, and come back. Okay, so congratulations, guys, if you got some pips out of that. But it's not just about the pips; it's about the education, guys. That's what will make you that much better of a trader. So you guys were asking amazing questions today. I really enjoy the questions today. It's not silly questions about just look at gold, should I buy or sell here? You see, guys, how we can have a really good informed session with being focused. Look, I haven't even looked at NASDAQ, guys. I told you guys I was going to look at NASDAQ, but if we flipped that NASDAQ, it was right here when I was saying it. Like, I think this candle or this one right here, I would have been doing top down. We probably would have missed this. Okay. But guys, if you really want like to look at gold and oil and GU and GJ, we have signals, guys. We got that because we wanted to cover those traders that want that. We know some traders want education, and then there's other traders that just want signals. So we want to give the best of both worlds. We're more of an education, but signals we added to here for $1 a day. You can get signals. It's included with the other membership where you get all the lives and everything. But here's just some signals here. Like here it was, gold. You guys wanted gold? Where's gold? Okay, right here. Came out at 11.22, right before we started the call. Sell gold at 19.80. Kind of charts like what we're doing, supply, and you got to watch it. But we give updates. So with trade management, we give updates. So here we're showing a path of where it could possibly go, and then it starts breaking here for 20 pips. This is where trade management, you can secure some here or move your stop loss to break even. That's if you like. And then here it's dropping. We do indices right over here. Okay, if you're interested on the indices. Dow, here we had to buy. I understand that it's on a 15-minute candle, and that was the impulse move, but then you could have caught the pullback or this move right here, and it's running over 340 pips. The buy. We just started to sell the move coming down. But what you can do is what I do is this is a 15-minute setup. You can go into the 5s or the 1 minutes, how I did, and watch it and try and get in a little earlier on the lower time frame. But if you want signals, guys, we got signals. But when we're in these lives, we want to focus on the live trading. Yeah, Sonia, thank you for mentioning that. Also, the Discord channel we have, guys. It's our group of our members. It's like a big family. Everyone in there sharing their charts, sharing their ideas. They're trading together. We've got head moderators in there. We got senior snipers in there that are giving their bias, their perspective, and everyone is learning in there. So it's a great community. I'm not just saying that because it's SST, but I would have loved to have been part of a community like this back in the day, helping me out. Everything I had to learn myself. But now times are different. There's people that are willing to give knowledge for free. They're in our group. We've got traders giving their free time, and thank you for doing that. Helping others out. It's amazing. Okay, but the pullback now. Okay, so see this red line. Why did I place a red line here? Because this was that critical area on the build up. Okay, look at right there. That's why I placed that. I placed this before. This wasn't like after the fact. This was before. So I gave you this area to maybe take some profit out here, because if you don't, this is what happens. Pullbacks right here. But now we're watching. Is the pullback going to come back up to this red area, or like we're testing right up here? Again, this is that consolidated box. We could still come in and trade in this consolidated zone. We're trying to move away from this consolidated zone. Okay, so there's always going to be lower lows and pullbacks, but we want to continue to make lower highs in order to push down. But we can't ignore the fact that today has been a massive bullish day. So maybe this is now where we're going to build our neckline now. So let me just move this. Let me get this chart looking a little bit cleaner, because right now it's still very sloppy. Sorry. Just going to clean this up, because maybe now we're going to find our neckline down here. Maybe like, again, 50%. See the wicks of those candles? So maybe right in there is where my new consolidated zone is.
And maybe we do not transact up in here. Okay, I'm going to bring this red box across, and we'll see now where we're trading. So we're going to see if there's any pullbacks here, maybe continue to come back down. Mohammed, this red line is the 4-hour support. This red line right here, 33083. Or the red box right up here. The red line right here. Yeah, okay. Guys, see, I didn't even know that. You see, I just went, I traded off the 5 minutes, but Mohammed just informed me that this is the 4-hour support line. So we're getting a bounce off the 4-hour. Okay, so see how higher time frame, Mohammed, you know that this is maybe a 4-hour support. That's why sometimes as a scalper, you come down in profit. You should be now trade management. What do you do here? Again, walk through the motions. Either close your entire trade. That's one thing. You could close a portion, 50, 60, 70, 80% down here, leave the rest running. Or you have to stomach these pullbacks. Unfortunately, if you're looking for the bigger move, okay, I don't know where everybody sold from. Some sellers sold at the top of this wick. Some sold right here. Some sold down here. Okay, so everybody is different. But I like that, Mohammed. That's why you scaled out. It's perfect analysis. There's nothing wrong with that. You did at that time in sales down here, you did the right move. Okay, so everything happens for a reason, guys, but you got to understand when you take a trade, just like when you hit the button where you take your entry, you also have to have an exit plan. You got to have an exit plan before you even get into the trade, so you know exactly what you're looking for. Then when it comes down to your target, you feel good, it went to your target. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no woulda, shoulda, couldas. That's it. The trade is done. You profited. This is a global financial market right now, okay? You're trading against corporations. You're trading against institutions. You're trading against banks. You're trading volatility. You're trading in difficult times around the world right now where countries are going into recessions, where US dollar is all over the place right now, where there's debt ceiling talk. So it's not easy to trade global financial markets. It's not easy what we do, okay? Trading is, in my opinion, one of the hardest things to do. It's one of the hardest professions to do this full time. You know, some people say trading is easy. It's not easy. You know what is easy is going to a 9-to-5 job every day. I worked in a bank. That was easy. Get up, go to work, do your job, and come home. This is stressful, guys. This really tests your patience. If you don't make any pips, you don't have a livelihood. Like if you want to do this and you can't do it, there's no steady paychecks coming in every single week. So that's added pressure on a trader. So it's not easy, guys. This takes months and years of preparation and learning. Okay, you're learning a financial education here. It's like you're going to university. You're going back to college. You're putting in years of work here to do something that might give you a paycheck for the rest of your life, just like a normal 9-to-5 job. So don't take this time and fool around and be silly with your time in the markets. Take it as serious as possible. Don't be fooling around with Lambo lots and taking Lambo lots like a joke, because you're going to learn bad habits. Learn how to trade with micro sizes. Learn. Like that's why I was saying, guys, everybody that's learning, use micro sizes to learn. Because now you're learning without panicking if you're in $200 or $2,000 in drawdown. You're only down $2, okay? Things like that. This is how we learn. Or go on a demo account, okay? A demo. That's what demos are for, okay? But treat it as if it's a real account. Don't treat it as if it's just a casino and you're just coming in here to have fun. Because if you really want to take your trading serious, take it serious from now. Stop playing games with yourself. You're only hurting yourself in the long run. Vault, do we influence some way the market even if we don't have capital like a bank? What do you mean? Can we retail traders influence the move of Dow Jones? Absolutely not. Like you and I, we're little minnows. We're little minnows in the big ocean. Okay, you and I don't even make a dent in these markets unless we'll teach you guys. Anybody remember AMC and GameStop and Naked and Bed Bath and Beyond and those things a couple years ago? When you can figure out which stocks have short interest, heavy short interest, and have low floats, then we'll have a conversation. So yes, then retail traders can get together and cause short squeezes. That's what we did. We were part of that pump on a lot of those. Also, if you remember the marijuana stocks back in 2015, SST was part of that. So it's just doing proper preparation, doing your homework, learning what's moving, understanding financials. That's what we're going to get into our stock and option program. And we're super, super excited about that too. Because you can learn not only how to do Forex 24 hours a day, but you can also learn stock and options. Marcus, I'm super hyped about that. But it's a lot of work we got to do to put that together. We want to do it really, really perfectly for you guys. Walk you guys through and show you guys how to do this and learn really fast. But learn price action, because you're going to carry this price action over to stock and options. We're just going to show you how to trade stock and options, but it's all about price action as well. So you got to understand exactly what we did today. Same thing. Trading is risk-adjusted gambling. If you look at trading as gambling, I don't look at trading as gambling. I look at trading as a business. Trading is my business. I treat my business with respect. I do my due diligence every single day. I go through my motions every day. I have a daily routine every single day. It's just like I go to work every single day like everybody else. I don't play games when I go to work. If you want to gamble, go to Las Vegas. If you want to gamble in the financial markets, good luck to you. So if it's risk-adjusted gambling, I understand what you're saying, but I just don't like that word gambling. This is not gambling. Gambling is if you don't know what you're doing, okay? So it came down. The target was down there to execute, to take a... Now look at the market coming right back up. Okay, so it's coming right back up. Now let's look if it's going to be a double top. Okay, so this whole area was one top. Okay, we can all consider that one top right in here. I know it got real sloppy and real messy in there, but this is considered to be one top. I'm just going to highlight it like this. Okay, so what is this? This could be an inverted head. Okay, the dip down here picked up liquidity. We found all the bids and they're coming right back up. Okay, we still have a heavy uptrend. Okay, so that was just a short pullback trade. This is not taking this trade and turning this into a daily swing position. This is scalping for 20 to 30 pips, like from right here down to there. Sorry guys, 40 pips. Okay, that's what we were looking for. A stringer full of pips. 10, 20, 30, 40 pips. That's it. Get your fish for the day, and that was your trade. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking to see, is it going to come back in this area and consolidate back in here? And if this thing breaks out, we could have a bullish breakout this afternoon. Okay, this could continue pushing above here this afternoon, but we got to see what will happen in here. If it comes back down, we could continue to look. Where would I look for now? Maybe added sell positions, maybe below this consolidated area. But remember this was that big daily area. So let me just show you the daily candle. Okay, what did we just do right here? Okay, so remember the daily candle when we did our daily analysis? When we did our daily top down? Okay, so remember this daily candle was pushing all the way up here? So we were part of that little wick coming down. Okay, but here's that big area down in here. Okay, that's 33,000. We're not there yet. So we're in this green box area. Remember this hourly area. So that's that area we're watching on the 5 minutes. This green box right here. This hourly. So the bids held above here. Okay, they came in right here. There they are. 47 came in. So I'm going to highlight this area to let us know that's where the bids are. Okay, so we sold off a little bit, but it's still a very strong bullish day. So it's coming right back up. Okay, so we got to go through the motions again. So that was just one trade for approximately 40 pips. But now we got to see it's coming right back up, right back to the red box, getting rejected. So if we maybe continue to sell, where would we look for a sell now? Maybe, okay, depending. Again, are you aggressive? What are we looking for? Maybe 50% of this bullish candle and below here. Depending if you're still aggressive, okay, could look to short a move below here and have it come back down, break this previous low, and then come down to the bigger hourly supply. So again, this is aggressive scalp zone. If you're conservative, you're going to wait down here. Make sense? Rodney, you started an account 2 weeks ago and you already earned 20% of the account better than a bank. Yeah, that's impressive. Some of you guys are going to perform better than banks. Bukalo, if we enter, where would your stop loss be? Okay, so I said in this whole time on this call, if anybody sold in this box, your stop loss was this white line. Okay, I mentioned that. That was a tight stop loss, but I did mention that. So any trade that you sold in here, that's why I put that white line above the previous high. That's where they pinned it right there. So above there, and it never got triggered. So how many pips would that have been? Okay, if you were trading, let's say half of this box and your stop was up there, you were risking 18 pips. Okay, if you took the sells in here, you don't need to have your stop up there. You could use previous structure right here, or you could go 50% of this candle body, depending on what type of trader you are. Okay, but you got to risk at least 20 to make 40. That's 1 to 2 on your money. Okay, sometimes I'm trading for 1 to 1. I don't look at risk reward ratios, guys. Okay, I think that's an old style of trading, R&R. I look to get in, take a trade. Hopefully I don't go into any drawdown and get my 10, 20, 30 pips, 40 pips and get out. Okay, and I follow my daily goals, I follow my weekly, my monthly, my yearly, and my decade goals. That's what I do. I compound my account. Okay, so I compound my account. If you're too caught up on R&R, I know I have traders in the group that say, Ron, but my trade never hit my 1 to 3, my 1 to 5. But I'm like, you were up 30, 40, 50 pips, and you were looking for 250 pips. Like, what else do you want when you're scalping? Like, but everyone's different. If you need that R&R, you trade what you want to trade. I trade the way how I trade. I trade what works for me. Okay, I manage. I don't even use a hard stop loss in the markets. I manage my own mental stop. I know how much I'm risking per trade. I know how much I'm looking to profit out of the trade. Sometimes I go trade. Some days I'm 5 for 5. Some days I'm 10 for 10. Some days I'm 7 of 10. But with proper risk management, at the end of the day, I'm continuing to bank profit. Okay. And when I lose a trade or stop out of a trade, I have my mindset ready that I will come back. I will come back 15 minutes. I'll come back in the next 30 minutes. I'll come back in the next hour. I'll come back at power hour. I will get my liquidity back. That's what I keep telling myself, and it works. You have to have the right mindset. I leave a little bit of liquidity. Yesterday I left $300 in the market, right? I took that stop, 300, and today I've made, I don't want to use numbers, but I'm at 2,200 today, okay? And I can be done for the day, but I'm continuing educating with you guys. I was trading in Wall Street. I was trading, took a couple trades before this session too. So you leave a little bit of liquidity, same with the banks, but have the right mindset that you're going to come back and get it. If I left $20,000 yesterday in the market, it would have been a little bit more difficult for me to come and get that back. But I'm trading within my risk. Okay, so that's what you guys got to do. Scalpers have bad R&R. This is like BMI on bodybuilder. Guys, Dave and I competed, okay? So we know all about, I wasn't a bodybuilder. Dave was a bodybuilder. I did more physique. But I completely agree with you with the BMI. When I had my BMI reading, I got down, when I got on stage, when I dropped my water, I was 178 pounds. BMI, I was listed as anorexic. I looked like the best conditioning of my entire life. But following BMI, I was anorexic. And then now I'm sitting about, I haven't competed I haven't trained in over 2 years because of my shoulder injury, but I'm sitting over 200 pounds right now, 205 right now. So if I do my BMI with my height, I'm listed as obese right now. So you can see those swings. If we just follow BMI readings, I was considered to be anorexic when I was in the best shape of my life, and then now I'm considered obese. So all of those things are bullshit. Same with trading. You gotta just go in and know what you're getting out of trading. Stop listening to, I have to hit a 1 to 5 R&R, this and that. You might never get a 1 to 5 R&R. If you're waiting, you might be in profit and you don't even know what you're doing, and then you're coming back to break even or getting your stop hit. Okay, so what happened? We pulled back, elevator coming back down. Let's see if we can close back below here. Okay, this could continue dropping, guys. Do you guys want me to stay on this? Sorry, guys. Man, you guys got to keep reminding me. Do you guys want me to stay on this, or do you guys want to do a top down of NASDAQ? We're at 2 o'clock now. We're into 2 o'clock. This is the new hourly candle. Stay? Yeah? Okay, no worries, no worries. Let's stay. Okay, so we came back up a lower high. Big bearish candle coming back down. Let's see if this candle in the next 60 seconds can close. If we pull back, we're going to pull back. Again, we're going to mark off 50% of this candle, see if we can continue holding below. The market is continuing absorbing. Okay, hasn't really made any crazy bullish moves. That's just a natural pullback. But now let's see if the momentum can continue to push down. Rav, US 30 is the best. I'm with you too, but some traders like S&P, some traders like NASDAQ, everyone has their personal favorites. There's nothing wrong with that. But I prefer myself US 30. Ronaldo, what is the difference between support and demand? Good question. Support is just like an initial touch right now. See this? Okay, so this candle that came down, it created some support in the market. Okay, if we come down here again, that's strengthening the support in the market. But if we have multiple touches at support levels, let me just grab this. If we have multiple touches at a support, like over here, this was support. This is support 2 times, but what happens if we have 3 times, 4 times, 5 times? Now support area is turning into a demand area. So this is where you get more and more and more bids populating in the market, and then now a simple support level can start to turn into a demand area. Okay, with more and more touches. The more it touches, the higher the time frame, then it's starting to build demand in that area. Okay, so same thing with the opposite. Resistance is like a couple touches, builds resistance, but over time it'll start to build supply and push down. So you see all of these taps, this one, these are all resistance points. But after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times that resistance, it starts to turn into supply, and that's when we can start to see the bigger offers populating in the market, and then that's where you get this bigger drop like this. So the supply is what dropped the market, but it was multiple taps at resistance. So resistance over time can turn into supply, support over time can turn into demand. So hopefully that's a quick explanation, but great question, good question. Okay, so did we close with any volume below here? No. Okay, so look at, now they're bringing it right back up. So we're inside like this area right now. Okay, yes, we can scalp these individual candles. That's why sometimes 1 minute scalping too, but you got to be very, very quick for 1 minute scalps. Okay, this will be another time and day we'll do 1 minute. The webinar will be completely just 1 minute scalping education, so we all have the right mindset and we're learning. But just like this, see how the 1 minute candles closed above? See how they respected this area? If I bought this, my stop loss would be below this previous low, and I'm looking for it to come up to the red box. That's 15 pips with minimal drawdown. I don't care about my R&R, and I'm not looking for a 1 to 10 on my money. I'm looking to scalp a zone with minimal drawdown. Get in at the best entry, a sniper entry, and take it up to target and get in and get out. That's that style of trading. I would love to hit 1 to 3, 1 to 5 on every single trade I take. But scalpers, we don't have the luxury of doing that. Swing position traders, yes, because they're giving themselves 100 pip stop loss. Scalpers, sometimes we're very tight. Sometimes a 10 pip stop loss, sometimes 20. Trading 20 pip stop loss, 10 pip stop loss on US 30. Do you know how tight that is? Okay, look at the average size of a candle. In one candle, you can get stopped out of your trade. Okay, so it's not easy to always look for big R&Rs scalping these markets. I know guys that trade with a 50-60% success rate, but they have proper risk management, they know what they're doing, and they're making good money. They're very profitable with 50 or 60%. Okay, so we're watching now inside here. It's coming right back up to a little bit more than 50% getting rejected. We might need to consolidate in here now, this black area of the chart. So I have this consolidated area up here too, but I'm just trying to show you if we come up for maybe a double top. So I'm just going to lower this red box down to here, to the previous. See what I got? So I got those most recent bodies, and all of those wicks are inside this red box. Imran, any thoughts on ICT? Bro, I don't even know what ICT is. I'm going to be as honest as possible with you. I have no idea. I'm not going to knock it. I don't know what it is to talk about it. I don't know, honestly. You guys know more about ICT than me. I've never really looked into that. I don't even have time, guys, to do anything. So the last thing I'm doing is learning what ICT is. We're creating our own program over here. But if ICT helps you learn the markets, amazing for ICT. Whatever can help you look at the market in a different perspective, and as long as you're learning daily with it and it helps you, same with SMC, smart money concepts, all of those things. Okay, they're just different concepts, analogies, strategies, but if they do help you become a better trader than what you were the day before, it's good. Ronaldo, very easy. When you're following the signals, if it says a 15-minute candle, if you're patient and disciplined, you wait for the full 15-minute candle to close and retest. But we try and show you too, you don't need to wait on a 15-minute candle. You can break it down to the 5-minute or the 1-minute. Same with me. I'm trading 5-minute candles here, but I showed you I was entering on 1 minutes. Okay, so like I was entering on 1 minutes. So it doesn't matter. The signal comes out 15-minute. But you could be waiting for the full 15-minute to close and give you the retest, or you can break the 15-minute candle down to a 10-minute, a 5-minute. You can break it down depending on what type of price action trader you are. But if you guys want to learn about price action, that's what we do at SST. There's no specific name for what we do. We're price action traders. Okay, that's how it's always been. If you ask me what style trading this was 20 years ago, what was it 10 years ago? We're price action traders. That's all it is. Okay, I didn't know what ICT was 20 years ago. I didn't know what SMC was. We follow price action. We build our own structure. We were reading the tape back in the day, okay? I know I sound like a dinosaur over here, but we were tape reading, okay? So most of you guys have no idea what the hell Ron's talking about. What is tape reading, okay? So you can tell how prehistoric floor traders were back in the day compared to all the technology we have now. So yeah, we've got full courses. We have everything here, guys. We're gonna build an academy here. We're doing something real special. Believe me, it just takes time, guys. I wish I had more time to invest with you guys. I'm putting in a lot. I got young kids too. I have a life myself, you know. A lot of guys in Zoom, you guys know my daily live. Like, you guys follow it. You know, when people say do a vlog and this and that, you guys are living the vlog with me. You know, you want a day in the life of a trader every single day, join me, run. Get up, graveyard shift, London. Get up for Wall Street, running, taking kids to school, scalping on your mobile. Come back, have a one-on-one. And then go on live on YouTube to give back to YouTube as well in the afternoon and things like that. And then I got to do the things with the kids. Got to go pick them up at school. I got soccer practice with them. I got my fun fair later on with my daughter. Like, it's just never ending, guys, you know. But that's the true life of a trader, okay? I'm 41 years old. I'm a dad. I'm married, you know. So I'm not those young guys with Lamborghinis living on islands and showing that. I've never done that. I've never wanted to show that in my life, okay? I'm not a materialistic person. I'm passionate about educating. As long as you guys are learning every day, it makes my day. That's why I started the call with those 2 messages I got from the traders in the group. I had such a shitty day with migraine headaches, and I was that made my day. It was amazing. So we're here to help you guys. But I want you guys to learn how to do this. You know, we're going to suffer, guys. I suffered, Dave suffered, Yoda suffered, PK suffered, Carlos suffered, everybody in our group. Everybody has stories of losses, but we don't need to keep talking about that, okay? We all have losses, every one of us, okay? So, but we got to learn how to fix the losses. What can we do? Kenneth, you're still suffering. Bro, we got to figure out, Kenneth, you got to talk to me, man. You got to let me know what's going on. Message me. Shoot me a message in Discord, okay, Kenny? And let's discuss this. You know, I don't have a lot of time in a day, but if I need to make 1 hour for you, Kenny, I will make it for you. Okay, I know how long you've been here with us, and I know how loyal you are, and you're the man here. But I can't keep watching you suffer when I don't even know. So message me, and let's discuss something, and we can get together. It's not just you, Kenny. There's a lot of guys I do, but I'll make time. I don't care, guys. I'll make time. Rav and you too, bro. Maybe we get on a call, 5 of us together, you know, and then maybe we'll get all 5 of us on a call, and we all just put shit aside. Let's say we're all suffering traders. We all have, but maybe we can all discuss it, the 5 of us, and you know, we can get on a call with 5 of us, and so that I don't have to do 5 individual calls, and we just do one, and we get down to business. You know, I'd love to have Carlos on there too. Carlos is my man. Volt, it might be rude, but why do you do this when you can trade for yourself? How about someone who's passionate what they do, and really, I want to give back in my life, okay? I'm 41 years old. I don't need any more money. I don't need any more cars. I don't need any more rental properties. I don't need any more houses. I don't need any more of that, okay? I'm telling you, guys, straight up. I've had that. I've had that since I was a young person. I've lived that. I don't want that. I get more passion about helping people learn something and changing their life. So it might sound stupid, but that's where I am. Maybe it sounds stupid to you guys because not a lot of people give back. And maybe that's why it sounds dumb, because everyone is just, why do you do this? That's why I do this. If I can help one person, 10 people, 100, 1,000, change their life financially, help them, I'm a happy person. I sleep good at night. But that's why I do this. You're absolutely correct. I trade for myself. I don't need to do this. I don't need to. But why can't we just all not trade together? You know, I respect you guys. I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think? Are we bearish? Are we bullish? I'm asking you guys, is anyone in a trade? We're all trading together, okay? I'm not trading against you guys. We're trading against the markets. We can unite. We can trade together. Some of you guys are going to want to do this. Some of you guys want to educate and go on YouTube. When you guys get better at this, I hope you guys do. You know, we will support you. But it's not easy, guys, because you're in front of an audience, okay? And it's not easy because
I'm really concerned about you guys and your accounts. But if you're here to learn, I'm here to teach. But if you're here to over leverage and you're here to get rich quick, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. There's other channels for that. Okay, so guys, unfortunately, we're just consolidating right now, right here. Okay, again, we're barcoding red, green. So we probably have to wait till 2:30 or power hour for the move. So I'm just giving you a heads up. This could quite possibly continue being bullish this afternoon. Okay, so if it continues to be bullish, we got to take out this high and maybe start to close above in these areas. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know for reference in power hour. If it does close like above this area, this thing could still continue to run up to here to these white lines, like up to there. But I would be careful, okay? Because what I would see maybe in power hour is maybe a liquidity grab. Maybe they come up here to grab that liquidity, then push it down. So I'm still bearish on this because we haven't closed with any volume above here. See this consolidated box, no volume in here, still getting rejected, but now we're just barcoding right here, red, green, red, green. So I'm looking for a continued sell below here. If we can close below this area, then maybe we'll look for continuing sells. And where will those sells come down to? Maybe it fills this box. See here? Okay, measure the zone again. If you're looking to continue to scalp from here to there, 15 to 20 pips. Okay, 15 to 20. If it comes down to the bigger hourly demand, we're looking at 30 to 40 down in there. And then it could bounce right back up. But then if it does, you're going to flip this red, you'll flip this red. And if we are breaking this, that could be that nice drop during power hour. Okay, so are we coming up here? Yeah, we are. But again, look at, we're just, see the yellow line? Okay, these were yellow lines I placed previously where those where those offers were. Now we're coming down as a shooting star candle, ready to close in 45 seconds. So let's see. Maybe they're continuing to trap buyers up here, and then they're going to release this liquidity and continue coming down. Again, we're still net negative 850. So a lot of this volume that's being accumulated is sell side volume. Okay, so here we're coming down again. We can watch the 1 minute close or we can watch this 5 minute close, but it's continuing push down. So it came up, we're continuing pushing down. Let's see if it can close below. Maybe we can catch a retest. Maybe we'll continue selling down into here. Might pull back into here. Let's see what happens. When is power hour? In 40 minutes. 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern in 40 more minutes. Okay, so did we close below there? No, not yet. So open green, ignited, coming back up 50%. Let's see if it just taps 50%. No, so it might engulf. So no sell yet. Okay, it's coming up green. Can't sell a green candle yet. Okay, let's see if it gets rejected. No, still wants to come up. Let's see if they reject it. If it comes into a nice patch of offers. Okay, you see how quickly I was looking for a sell, but it opened, ignited, and came right back up. So there's no sell yet. I was looking to see if they could hold it below 50 or not even test up there and then just start dropping. It didn't. Coming right back up. Is it going to test up here? Is it going to close above here? Again, they could be continue to absorb this. This last push was a lower high compared to the previous red box. Okay, right here. I know I have a lot of these boxes on here, but I'm just trying to illustrate that this pullback, this area, was lower than the previous one. So technically, that is a lower high. The offers are being lowered in the market. Sometimes it's very, very small positions that they're dropping, but it means a lot in the market. Okay, it might not mean a lot to me and you, but in the market, they're really absorbing a lot of liquidity here, and they're not allowing it to come back up to this block. Okay, so we came up. Again, it's a lower high from the previous high, so that's still bearish, lower high, but maybe we just got to exhaust these excited buyers who are joining this 5 minute frame. Maybe it's got to continue to absorb them and continue to push down.
Yeah, power hour is very, very important, Abby. Very important. It's the last hour of the New York Stock Exchange. You know how the market is open from 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. So the last hour, 3 to 4 p.m., is when there's a lot of volatility in the market because a lot of things can happen. Scalpers like myself, I like volatility. I love volatility. I welcome volatility because you can make big moves in a small amount of time. Okay, so scalpers enjoy volatility. Last hour of the day provides volatility. We have intraday traders who are closing positions. What if you were a buyer today from this morning, okay, and you're holding this entire trade? Okay, there is traders down here that bought at 10 a.m. They're holding this entire trade. Okay, so maybe in the last hour of the day before the market closes, they're going to close their position. They need to find liquidity to close their position. So you got intraday traders looking to close or open positions. You have swing position traders who are looking to open positions and hold overnight into the next day. So the market has a lot going on. And then there's also earnings. Like the other day we had CRM, Salesforce, have earnings after hours. There's option traders who are looking to take options, and there's just so much volatility in the last hour of the day. It's kind of like almost like a market open, like 9:30. So there's a lot of volatility. But you have to be, as a trader, you got to be well aware of that time in the market. Okay, so we're looking for more sell side volume to close below here. If not, it's just going to continue to maybe consolidate inside here. But you see, today wasn't the best volume to trade. So we had to wait. The market gave us just that drop. That's it. That's all the market gave us. And then maybe a little pullback buy if you got that. But other than that, we were trading this. Horrible. Okay, and then this was just a continued push down, but found the support at this hourly and then continued to come right back up. So some days are going to be like this, guys. You know, not every day is going to be just bullish candles or bearish candles going in one direction. But I'm happy that you guys are learning, okay? Use the fishing analogy. If the waters are choppy, and then you got choppy, maybe you sit, you wait, you test things out, you test what bait you're going to use. Maybe the fish are not biting on worms today. Maybe you're going to try a minnow. Maybe they're biting on minnows. Things like that. Yeah, Sonia, a great point. Sonia says ordinary volume the day before NFP. You're absolutely correct about that too, Sonia. So guys, don't forget that tomorrow's NFP. Okay, non-farm payroll, unemployment numbers in the U.S. the first Friday of every single month. Ali, you think I should go fishing this weekend? I am, bro. I am. I get up Saturday morning, guys. The only day I can sleep, Saturday morning, guess what time I'm up at? 4 a.m. Eastern. You know, it's like another London session. That's my Saturday. Get up early. I love going fishing, guys. I love going to the lake. It's nice. It's relaxing out there. And I love eating perch and pickerel. Fresh from the lake. I sleep on the boat. Ian, just relax out there. Take a nap on the boat. Imran and a joint. Absolutely. Yep. Fishing is really relaxing. How many J's do you smoke? Oh, Barney, I don't know if I want to say that on live. Maybe we'll have another. We'll talk privately. Okay, so guys, we're not breaking down. Okay, so we're looking for sell volume below here. It's just still in this consolidated area. Okay, so sometimes just got to be patient. Got to be patient. What's my thoughts on GJ? Bashi, I would love to tell you my thoughts on it, but I haven't even looked at GJ at all today. So like I can't just give you I would have to do a top-down analysis on GJ for me to even say anything about it. I haven't even looked at that chart today. Ruben, have a good day. Okay, so what all of this, okay, it's choppy price action, but do you guys see like a little bit of a pattern forming? Okay, I know it's real difficult to see, but I consider this area, this block right here, as one top. Okay, so coming up here, one top. This is now our neckline. Kind of more so over here is our neckline. This was a little impulse break, but came right back up. But more of the volume is concentrated here. So we're building our neckline right here. Now we're coming right back up. So we're going to see what happens at this previous high or the bigger double top. Okay, Carlos is saying maybe 153, maybe for a liquidity grab up here, another stop hunt. So what we're looking for is maybe this afternoon, power hour leading in. If it comes up here, okay, to the red box, it might get respected there and get rejected there. But if they come for those pending orders, that liquidity grab, Carlos, 165, yeah. Well, oh, you're higher, 165. Okay, so maybe somewhere up here. What we might be looking for is a liquidity grab up here, and then they push the market down into here. You look for a bounce at this area, come back up, respect this area, then you look for that bigger drop. Okay, that's one possible path. Okay, why would they want to come up here? To take out all those pending orders. So you know this was our previous high. This is called what's a liquidity sweep of the high. So they take out the high. You know, some of you guys are trading those SMC concepts or ICT. You guys might want to tell me what this is called up here. But what we call this is just back in the day, it's a stop hunt. It's a raid. Okay, I don't know what terms traders use today, but that's a liquidity sweep of the high, stop hunt, raid. The FU candle, okay, that's a term that we coined here at SST. The FU candle, it's a big candle that comes up here. They get pinned up there, and then it just comes down. Okay, that could happen. And then if there's also like some divergence as well, see how the RSI now is slowly coming down, but the market is coming back up. So ask yourself, why is the market coming back up when the strength is going down? It could mean that it's coming up to grab those pending orders waiting up there. And it might be a fast move, and then it could come elevator down. Okay, or it's not the case. Okay, if we come up there and we start closing above and we flip this red box green, who knows? Maybe this will turn to a support and we'll get a ton of bids coming in, and all of a sudden it's making new highs. Okay, so that's why you can't always determine what the market is going to do, but you should always have a path just in case. And then if it does exactly what your path is, you should be confident taking the trade. Do you guys understand what I mean by that? Okay, just in case after the call, because I got to take off at 3 o'clock. Just in case in power hour it does something like that. Do you guys have any questions about like why we think that could be the path? Abu, what is the difference between pips and points? Good question. Pips. Okay, so you got 1 pip is 10 points, or if you're trading futures, it's called ticks. Ticks and points are the same. Okay, it's like a clock. It's like 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 9, 10, and it makes a pip. And then you keep going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 points, makes 2 pips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 makes 30 points, makes 3 pips. Okay, so 10 points per pip. So if we get this move, 40 pips, that's 400 points. Make sense? Hybrid, 4 ticks make a point, depending on what security you're trading in the futures. Yep. But points and pips are like Forex related. It could just be a range day. Yeah, absolutely. We could just maybe close choppy like this, okay? And then we got to get ready for the Asian session, pre-London, London, and NFP tomorrow, okay? So guys, if you find that the Asian session or power hour is just real rangy, that's because tomorrow is NFP, okay? So don't feel like understand that tomorrow could be, leading into tomorrow could be choppy. Okay, there's going to be some scalps to be made, some trades, but for the most part, it might be just a choppy day. So you gotta know that ahead of time. Okay, but you see how we're just trading in between this red resistance, red supply area, and this area. Okay, it's coming down red, green, red, green, green, red. Not ideal to be trading in here. We've got to be patient. Okay? Trading is a game of patience, just like fishing. And some days we're going to get up at 4 in the morning, we're going to go out on the lake, we're going to spend an entire day there, and we're going to come home with no fish. How many of you guys that go fishing has that happened to you guys? Okay? Happened to me a lot of times. Sometimes I go out there, I can't even get a bite, you know? But I enjoy the day out there. Okay, and it's a nice relaxing day. You know what's really pissing me off is when a boat comes right beside me and these guys are catching their limit, and me, I'm sitting there and I can't even get a bite. You know, it pisses me off. Just like trading, you know. So I can't go under the water and force the fish to bite on my hook. You know, so it happens, guys. But you gotta have the right mindset. There's some fishermen that get really pissed off and you know, they're slamming their fishing rod and they're swearing and they're, you know, but I can tell that they're not patient fishers. Okay, so how was everyone's session today? Okay, I know it wasn't pips were flying, but it is what it is. We stayed with US 30 the entire time. You know, I hope you guys learned something. Great questions you guys were asking today. Like it was, for me, it was a great session, guys. I enjoy these. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys learned something, hit the like button. It helps me, it helps Dave, it helps SST know that we're coming on YouTube for a reason. You guys are enjoying what we do. If I come on here and there's no likes, then I know that no one is enjoying what we're doing. Then maybe I should be fishing at this time. Ali, do you guys want me to break down NASDAQ? Okay, we're just consolidating right now. Ali is asking for NASDAQ. Do you guys want me to break down NASDAQ? I can do it really quick, 5-10 minutes, quick top down. If you guys are going to trade NASDAQ also into Power Hour. Yeah, okay. So I'll give you my thoughts on NASDAQ, what I think, but also for US 30. Okay, so what I'm going to do too, because I'm going to leave at 3 o'clock, still 30 minutes from now, but I'm going to place an alert here, like below here. I'm going to place an alert. So if I'm on my mobile, I'm going to get an alert, and I'm still going to watch down here, and maybe I'll get an update, and maybe if it closes below and retests this, yeah, I'm scalping. I'm on my mobile. Even when I go pick up kids, I'm still scalping, guys. Okay, so that's the life of a scalper. So I gotta keep an alert down here. Excuse me. Even above here. But this is where it could break out bullish. But kind of this area, you gotta be careful. Okay, it could come up and go back down. Okay, this is the daily high, like the purple line. We have this area of resistance. So this could be liquidity grabs. You have to be very, very careful up here. Okay. And right now, from here to there, like you can see, it's still building a trend coming up from here. So it's ascending. Okay, it's still ascending. But this could be making a double top in itself. Okay, from right here. Here coming up, one top. There's our neckline now. Coming back up. Maybe it's a double top right here or here. Okay, and then if the market really pushes down, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for that close, the retest of this, flip that box red, or maybe just a little bit higher in here, and then we're looking for this big break this afternoon. Okay, so that's the path that I'll be looking for this afternoon, is that right there. And if it's not there, it's not there. I'm not going to force it to move there. It'll naturally come down. Okay, you just got to be patient. Some days it's not going to follow that path. There's nothing you can do. You don't need to keep hitting sell, 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 sell if it's not coming down there yet. Okay, we got to test this area. We might have to test this area. Okay, so I'm going to go really quick to NASDAQ. Let's take a look at what NASDAQ is doing. Okay, gold, I saw some of you guys saying to sell gold up here, 12 o'clock. Okay, 1982, pushing down to 1976. That was a good area to maybe short gold up there. I saw some of you guys got it. But let's move over and check NASDAQ. Wow, look at NASDAQ too, okay? So just by looking at the 5 minutes, okay? And guys, you have Bookmap over here too. So anyone still on US 30, you can watch live liquidity, okay? Right now it's just consolidating from here to here, okay? But look at NASDAQ today, okay? So like it just had short pullbacks. Short pullback, pump. Short pullback, pump. Short pullback, pump. Short pullback. Maybe it's going to continue pumping. But maybe near the end of the day, maybe we'll get maybe a market correction to sell off a little bit. Okay, but we don't want to just stay on the 5 minutes. Let's go do our daily. Let's take a look. If you haven't been trading NASDAQ, you want to know what's going on. Okay, so we all know Friday was NVIDIA earnings, very strong day. They gapped it up Monday. Tuesday we came up. That's our weekly high. Okay, weekly high, 14,528. We came back down. Yesterday came down, back up. Have we tested even 50% of this? No. So still bullish. Tweezer bottoms today. Look at the low. Like pretty much equal lows from yesterday. So I'm going to draw a purple line at our low of the day. Oh, guys, maybe an elevator coming down. Get ready. Okay, but we're also looking for like a closure on TradingView. Okay, it's just coming up to that top supply. Okay, and our high of the day for NASDAQ. Yep, guys, see how it's trapping buyers, Now it's pushing down. We'd like to see it break this and see where most bids are. 50, this block right in here. See the sell side volume? Yep, I'm also getting alerts. Okay, that's that 5 minute alert. I'm getting an alert on my mobile right now. So sorry guys, I'm just going to flip real quick to US 30. Okay, so see where it came up there. Now we got to see that volume closing below. So I just got an alert saying run, heads up, this area. Did any volume close below? No. So now I get the notification. I look. So sometimes when I'm scalping and I'm not at my computer, I get an alert. So then I just go to my mobile and I check what's going on here. Okay, so let's, again, we got to follow it to see if it will close below here. I'm just going to stay with this for 30 seconds, guys, to follow this close. I'll finish NASDAQ. No worries. Okay, but you see, every time it's coming down here, it's bouncing, coming down, bouncing, coming down, bouncing. This is what consolidation is. And it's frustrating for most traders. It's very frustrating, but sometimes you just got to wait. You got to let the market do what it's got to do. So see how it came up? There's the neckline. This is what we're trying to break. It came back up. It didn't come up there. It just came up to the lower high red box right there. Okay, now we got a new candle. Ignited. It might push and break for a new low and come right back up with a wick. Still no volume has closed below there yet. Yeah, CL, they're burning both sides. I agree. I agree with you completely. They're burning sellers, they're burning buyers, because if you're over leveraging in this area, like these are not small moves. This is like an average of 30 to 40 pips. Okay, so think about it. If you're trading in here and you're going in drawdown 30, 40 pips, it could really affect you. So see how it's coming right back up again? So they're just completely accumulating. Okay, it's an accumulation phase right now. Eventually this volume will be redistributed. Okay, but right now still not there. Now it's coming right back up bullish. So I got an alert, but no volume closed below. So I didn't hit no sell button. I'm still waiting for volume to close. Okay, so I'm going to just move over to NASDAQ again. Sorry guys, but I just wanted to explain what was going on there. And we can watch again too. Keep an eye on Bookmap too. Okay, so back to the daily. This was our daily low. We closed here yesterday. We opened. We came down bearish. We made our low of the day. Equal low from yesterday. We're coming up now. Okay, so we're at our high of the day. NASDAQ, very strong candle. 14,467 up here. So if we continue to punch out, this is a fresh candle up here, fresh wick, Tuesday of this week. Let's place a yellow line just so we know up there. What happens if we pull back? Okay, so what is half? Right there. See where this candle opens? That's about half the body right there. So let's find our critical 50% of today's daily candle right there. What am I going to do here now? I'm going to kind of place a green box. Where? At that previous wick and right there. So if we come back down into here, I'm going to make this box green now to let me know that this could be where it comes down, could come down and then come in here and go right back up. Okay, could refuel. If we break below here, yeah, then we could drop further. But also, like inside here, when was the last time we were here in the past? Okay, so if I want to get some other levels, if this thing continues to break out Nasdaq bullish above this yellow line, I got some bodies right there and I got a wick right there. And then I have these two wicks right here. So that's good enough for upside. What happens if we're trading between here and here? And I want to get a little bit more specific. See these two bodies right there? I'm going to place a yellow line right here. Right there. Okay. And then if we break this purple line, we may come down. Look at body, body, and wicks. Okay. I know it's real small right now, but for scalping the last hour of the day, these may be targets. Okay. That's good enough. Okay, so you see it kind of make my grid now for any pullbacks, maybe to this yellow line, maybe to that yellow line. We got our 50% of our big bullish candle. Now let's break it down to the hourly. Okay, wow, look at the last few hours. Okay, strong. Right here, when did it start? Wall Street. Wall Street, 10 a.m., pullback right up here, close. Pullback above 50%, continue and break a new high. Look at this was an ignited hourly candle at noon. Pullback about 50% of this hourly candle. So if you want to find now where there's some hourly support below us, right here, draw a white line. Okay, and what happened? We retested 50%. Okay, so you know where I'm looking for kind of like a 50% zone on the hourly right there. And we continue to pump up near the high, pull back, almost near the daily right there, the yellow line. So I'm going to make one more green box, 50% of this candle and that wick right there. Okay, so you see how it's still holding, I'm following it. Now we're coming up to the daily high, purple. RSI completely overbought on the 1 hour, 75, 76, 77. So there's a lot of short sellers that are selling, but it's continuing to squeeze. So if we squeeze above the purple high, look at our last hourly. This was Tuesday, May 30th at 9 a.m. Last time we were up here. So if we continue to squeeze the purple line, maybe we'll come up to 475, that white line, and then a critical body right there. So I'm kind of figuring out where is critical areas on the hourly if we continue to pump up, because at some point this thing is going to have to come down. So look above the daily, we had a rejection and a rejection. So if I'm placing now like a red box above here, I'm going to place it right there, bigger one. That's where maybe we short. Okay, if the hourly volume comes up here at some point, that's maybe a good short position, because it got shorted hard right here. Got shorted hard right there. That's what started this entire move coming down. Now we're coming right back up. That might be the hourly double top up there. Okay, but it's far away. We're 14,500. It's far away from here. So we got to concentrate what's going on in here. Let's go to the fives. Okay, so these are choppy, just like US 30, same shit. Okay, so it's consolidating in here. There was a nice little break consolidating right here. So going into this afternoon, okay, if you want to trap this area, trap this. The daily high, purple, in this bigger hourly zone. Let's trap this. Again, this is the trenches. If you want to trade in here, this is a tough area. It's not easy, okay? You got to know what you're doing in there. If not, you got to patiently wait. Let's draw a red supply zone above us. Just give us heads up that's red right now. And what are we going to look for? If we sell, maybe we break below here. Look at what then bounce. Look at where all the volume is. Okay, that's an auction. It could easily break and come back and transact in here. So if we're going to take that, sell below here, below the daily, below that green box, and you're scalping right into here to that white line. Measure this move. This is Nasdaq now. This is a different security. Okay, this is not US 30. Come down there. You're looking about 20 pips. Down to the bottom, 25. Okay, Could just be a 25 pip fill, get your money and get out, because it could bounce just like here. Came down and bounced right back up. But if we start to continue to break from here to there, that's your next zone, to the next daily, yellow line. That might be an additional 20, 25 pips from here down to the yellow line. Sorry, 20 to the green box, yellow line, 20. Okay, so those are your next moves. This thing could stay inside here for the rest of the day, if they want to keep it in here. If this thing continues to push, it could come up to this white line and this white line. But look at the divergence now. Okay, so the strength is slowly coming down. But this is where they keep squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. But eventually this thing will start tumbling down. Okay, but you got to wait patiently for it. Okay, we can also do like a trend line continue coming up here. Okay, this thing is still very strong. Nothing has broke down yet. Okay, it's still holding this move from 130 today. Okay, still. So that's NASDAQ. Guys, I'll leave NASDAQ side by side with US 30, and I'll give you guys a screenshot of this. Let me just fix up US 30. Okay, just clean it up now. Just one moment, guys. Okay, so are we all clear that US 30 is not the greatest to be trading right now? Okay, this is not the best volume. We've got to wait for maybe a close below there to push down, or this could continue pushing up. Okay, we haven't broke any critical areas. We got bids coming in 48.36, so bids are coming in. Okay, this could be a power hour push for all we know. Okay, but if they push, we'll see what happens. Can these offers absorb that push and drop it down? We're still cumulative delta negative 1,000. So it's buy and sells, buy minus sells. We're still sell side. Like it's still absorbing a lot of this. So, and these bullish moves are not crazy bullish moves. It's just they're being absorbed. There could be a huge market player, for all we know, absorbing all of this, maybe going to lead it into NFP tomorrow. And when you see those big moves at NFP, like in 1 minute where it drops 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 pips and things like that with gold, who do you think is orchestrating that move? You think it's me and you trading with our sizes? No, that was a market who's been accumulating for the entire week. Could be a market that's been accumulating for the last couple days. And now with the news, they redistribute all of that volume. Okay, so this could be a massive market player that's absorbing all of this liquidity for the perfect time to release it in the market. Malcolm, why am I so sure that US 30 is going to drop? I never said I'm so sure about it. I'm just looking to scalp from here to there. But if it starts breaking this structure and this structure and you lose this, yeah, then there's going to be the market dump coming back down to the daily. I never said once I'm so sure it's going to drop. I'm speculating myself. Okay, this could pop bullish for all we know and continue breaking out. So if you're going to look for buys, you could scalp from here to there. If it closes above here, you could scalp from here to that white line. Like you can continue to scalp with the move. This could continue going bullish. But I'm just saying, with everything so overbought on higher time frames, that I think this thing needs to cool off. But maybe it might not be power hour. It might be the Asian session. It might be midnight. It might be pre-London. Who knows? Okay, guys. So I'll share these charts with you guys. 1 second. I'll put it in the Zoom chat. One minute looks disgusting, probably. The 5 minute looks disgusting. So lower time frames. Guys, this is not ideal to be scalping. Remember, this is the trenches. Okay, you got to ask yourself, do you want to trade in here? Not really. Even a scalper, this is not even good. Like myself, there's no real moves in the market. Okay, you're probably not even going to get filled, executed. There's going to be too much slippage. This is not good area to trade. All we can do is you got to sit back and wait. You have to. Okay, this is not the ideal area to be trading unless you have a bias. Okay, unless you have a bias. If you think this is going to break out bullish, it is holding higher lows, you could be building a small accumulation on buy side, and then if it redistributes up here, you do well. There's also sellers who are taking sells and holding it down. But now it's getting interesting because now we're 7-8 minutes away from power hour. So this is when huge volume comes into the market. It could be liquidity grabs to the upside, could be liquidity grabs to the downside. So this is another thing. When you're trading, you have to ask yourself, when you're going into a volatility situation, if you're trading going into London, if you're going into NFP, if you're going into Wall Street market open, if you're going into FOMC, if you're going into power hour, if you got to understand, if you're in a trade, anything can happen. I personally don't like to trade into big news because this is what can happen. So they could squeeze all the shorts right now by pumping this through here. They could have dropped it and squeezed all the buyers if they dropped it through here. But right now it's breaking out. Okay, so where will it come up to? Got to find the next block of offers. So just be very careful if you guys are trading into power hour, like if you have open trades. What are you guys, everybody, what are your thoughts going into power hour? Do you guys think NASDAQ and US30 are going to be bullish, like breaking new highs? Or do you guys think it's going to, right now, yes, yeah, right now I know it's bullish, but I'm saying, guys, after 3 p.m. Okay, remember, this is now testing the bigger red box up here. And this is where they could come up now and take out the pending orders, okay? I want to show you guys this. This is where you could find your FU candle. Lady Stone, Carlos, let's see what happens up here. Malkan, you think it makes a new high and then it drops where we're speculating? Yeah, it could happen. But let's see, guys. Okay, so these are called your FU candles taking, you know, the last bit of liquidity up here before power hour. This is where they know there's money sitting up here. Okay, so if you and I were market makers and we want to short the market, but we know there's a ton of liquidity up here to buy or to get involved in the market, and we can take out all those stops, maybe we'll come up here, get that liquidity, and then turn it the other way. Okay, but remember the previous high was right. Let me show you the previous high. It was right there. Okay, so I'm gonna just put a blue line. Okay, something different, just so you know that that was the previous high. Or you know what I'll do is I'll just move that purple line up there. Okay, sorry, just move that purple line. I want to show you the purple line to the previous high. Okay, so we're gonna see if they're gonna take out a high. They didn't right there. Okay, so they didn't take out the high. This one will possibly come back. So I'm just going through the motions myself. This red box, I'm flipping green. NASDAQ, flip it green. Okay, are we not trading again inside here? Yes, we are. Okay, so you got to be patient. We're 4.5 minutes away from power hour. Now, like also sell, you know, down here, if you're aggressive, maybe you want to get involved in a sell right there. Okay, so you see how I'm I'm coming up at each area. Okay, so again, we can look for that trend line break. We could look for a candle to close below here in power hour, or maybe it's an elevator coming down, like right here, retest this, then drop down into here. Okay, again, this is aggressive scalping inside here. If this is not for you, you can wait down there. Okay, so I just want to give you guys, everybody, options to understand, and you figure out what type of trader you want to be. Okay, so did we take out the liquidity up there? Not yet. It's still a lower high, so there's still pending orders up there. We'll see. Are these guys going to get greedy, come up there and take them, or do they have enough that they can push the move now? Okay, so you see how it popped up there? And now it's moving down away from here. That's like an impulse candle. It kind of broke out of here. Like an impulse move that broke out. Maybe it's going to come back down. Hey, Mats, I like that. First time here. This is better than Netflix. Thank you, bro. I like that. I always tell guys in our group, try and decrease how much you're on Netflix and educate yourself in trading. So that's what I preach, guys. Netflix will not make you money. Okay, but look, it came right down to the green box, back up again. So maybe they got it. They're going to take it out of here. Okay, and then we'll see what happens up here. I can only stay, guys, for 3:05. Okay, because I got kids. I can't leave them. But I'll stay for the first 5 minutes of Power Hour. We'll all watch it together. But you see where the big orders are now? So this area, 33192. See the 50 contracts waiting up there? Okay, maybe they want to pull it up there, and that's going to start maybe the push coming down. Okay, but look at it. It's turning into like a bullish pin bar. Okay, so we're less than 2 minutes away from Power Hour. Careful, guys. Okay. Nasdaq is still very, very strong. Look at it. Look at the channel it's in. Okay, it's making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, so maybe if you're looking to short Nasdaq, maybe below here, inside the trenches, inside there. But that's a possible area. If it wants to come in there in Power Hour, could come down. You're up 20 pips. You might have to dip out of that market quickly because we don't know what's going to happen at this green box. It might bounce up. Okay, look at this. It came it's a hammer candle. Let's see now, okay? So remember the highs, the liquidity sweep. Carlos, what do you got? 165? I'm going to go psychological 150. Carlos, 160, 170. Okay, 160, 170. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry. I'm just going to place like a red box up here, 170, 165, just in case we hit pending orders up there, and maybe if it gets rejected there. Okay, so some traders have, if you want to place like a pending sell in the market, a pending order, you could have a sell stop. You could put a sell limit in the market. If you want to practice with a little penny size, you might want to practice right now. If you want to learn how to use pending orders, you could be like here, sitting in the market like an offer, right? Maybe up here. And if it gets triggered, you're in the trade, but it could trigger you, like with a sell limit could come up there and trigger you and then bounce down. If you have a sell stop, you could have a sell with a stop loss, maybe at the next daily area, 188, 190. Okay, here we go. This is Power Hour, guys. So they gapped it up. It's a bullish ignited candle. Okay, so look at it. It's possibly going to drive. Okay, we're going to test 33,200. And some scalpers are getting aggressive in here too. Okay, they want to short from here, take it down there. But if this is aggressive, if you're more conservative, you wait below there. Okay, so for the aggressive traders that want to catch maybe a move right here, going to watch for volume to close below here or a big rejection. Okay, it's coming up. It wants to come up. So this is the previous high right there, the purple line. So look, it's going to take out the high. That's a daily high. Daily high. This is serious, guys. In Power Hour. Okay, so it's bullish right now. Okay, we're going to see. Is it going to transact up here? Remember 192 had those 46 offers. Now they're up here at 200. Okay, so they pulled their offers. They're up here. They could be waiting. I got this psychological red line at 150, but Carlos has the bigger area of 165, 170 up here. It's still net negative. Yeah, you're correct about that. But they haven't dropped that supply yet. So maybe it needs to come and take out the pending orders for that drop. Okay, I hope I'm explaining this correctly to everybody. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. If it's new to you and you have no idea, that's okay. That's okay. But some of you guys understand what's going on here. This is what I was hoping for yesterday. You know, when I was in the buy, this is what I was hoping for a short squeeze to come up here. But then I was looking to scalp this move yesterday. Okay, that's similar when it was trying to break out of the high, but that's when they dropped it. Okay, and look at the RSI. Okay, coming right back up to 70. Okay, so the market is moving back up. We're going to test this 150 area. Yeah, this is where things can pop. Okay, this is, oh man, they're squeezing a lot of shorts here. Okay, so it came right up to psychological area, 33,150, right up to that red line. Let's see now, is it going to get rejected or are they going to take it to the bigger level up here? DAX won't go down, then don't fight it, Danny. Don't fight it. Like US 30 is still going up, NASDAQ is going up, DAX is going up. Don't fight it, guys, okay? You got to kind of let the liquidity go where it needs to go. You can either be in a buy, like you can be in a buy, NASDAQ closed above, you can be buying, but here it comes up to maybe trigger this big area. Carlos, this is strong. Okay, so now you see we're in 33,200 now. Yeah, indices are strong, guys. That's why you got to understand, if you're shorting something that's very, very bullish, you have to understand that it can squeeze you. So a candle like this can squeeze you. If you're in big like sell orders, this candle alone is 20 pips, maybe 25, 30 getting up here. Very, very strong, right up there. Okay, let's see what type of reaction we get up here. So I was saying, guys, if you have pending orders like these in the market, these are all pending orders. Okay, they're getting triggered now. Some are sell stops. I'm sure that their stop loss is probably 10, 15, 20 pips above here. That's the daily area right there. There's limits now that are getting triggered. Okay, and it might bust right through here. Look at now. So this area is now, they flipped the book right now, guys. This is still considered bullish. This area of 200 is now turning into strong bids. This could continue to squeeze and drive bullish, guys. Look at it. It's an ignited candle. This might continue moving up to that daily area. Okay, this is why I like power hours for squeezes. This is buy side. You continue to move with the market. There's no sell yet. So now there's nothing there yet. So I continue to move with the market. 50% of this big bullish candle is probably right there. If it comes down, I could look for something below there. But when it comes down, flip this red box green, because you got to measure that move. If this is what you're looking to sell this afternoon, before the market closes, from right here to there, it's about 20 pips. Now they maybe pinned it right up there. Okay, so that's the big candle right now, new open right up here. Okay, so let's see if we can close below 50% of this green body. Again, this could now we consolidate. Okay, when we're back testing, it's easy. But trading live, you got to figure out these things when they're happening. So see how I'm just going through all of my motions. Okay, we could trade inside here. We could be looking for a double top. Okay, it came up. Maybe if it pushes down, we'll see where it pushes down, forms a neckline. It might come up again. And then if it gets rejected, that could be the potential push down. Okay, so we just got to know where they pin it. Got to figure it out. And this thing could continue to drive. It could go right back up, and then there's the daily, the next yellow line. Douglas, you caught 20 pips and closed on buy. Yeah, on buy. So yeah. 93 Octane, do I prefer pending orders over market executions? Yes. Personally, I like market executions, but I used to trade with pending orders. I can go back into that style. It's no big deal. If you guys want to learn that, we can teach it. But I prefer myself scalping with executions. But you have to have a good broker that fills quickly. Okay, so it's a spin top candle. There's some indecision up here. Okay, guys, that's it for me. It's 3:07. I gotta get out of here. Please, guys, watch this area going forward. It is still bullish. Don't fight a bullish train. If it still wants to go, let it go to where it needs to go. Okay, you can follow the momentum with it. Okay, if it still buys, unfortunately, the market will still come up. But maybe if this thing cools down, keep an eye right here and pushing down. I wish we kind of pinned it right now and coming down, but we maybe have to wait till 315, 330. Maybe we'll get that nice elevator coming down. Maybe it's not there. Okay, you got to just be careful. And if you guys are speculating, little small trades, little micros, see what's going on. Okay, little micros, so that you won't get your account. So you can really follow the price action. So you're not really stressing out if you go down 10, 15, 20 pips. With a little micro, you're still live. You can still breathe. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much. I had a fun session. Hopefully you guys learned something. It was just the volume we had today. It was very choppy, like to say the least. But there was still some moves that could have been made. This is the kind of move I was looking for yesterday. That squeeze out of here. That's what I was looking for yesterday. You see, I had the right mindset yesterday, but it didn't happen. And today we're looking for the opposite. We're looking for the short sell, and it's not happening. So we can't force trades. They're either going to be there or they're not going to be there. But this thing maybe has to build now. And more absorption, more offers. And when this thing comes tumbling down, it's going to come tumbling down. Okay. So I'll see you guys. Juanito, do we have London tomorrow? Yeah, we have London. I'll be doing London and Wall Street with you guys tomorrow for Fridays. So Dave's day off. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Appreciate all the likes, the support on SST. Everyone on Zoom. No migraines tomorrow. Hopefully no migraines. I've taken enough Advil today. But if you guys are going to continue trading, I'll be trading in Power Hour too. I'm going to continue watching on my mobile, and I'll be watching these areas as well. So I will see you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And oh, guys, for tomorrow, for YouTube, tomorrow's live London. Okay, if you guys want to join us in London tomorrow. Okay. So we don't have an afternoon session this time tomorrow for Fridays, but we'll have it for London, okay? So keep those notifications, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys. Thank you. God bless everyone.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome.
It might be coming down now.
Let's get ready. My name is Dave, guys.
Carlos has pinned it.
Let's get down to business here, guys.
Ping in on US 30. Sell. Okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please. Secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AAAFx, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.